Yeah.
Just taking someone's beverage and drinking it while looking them in the eye. That's also very rude.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
eating from someone's plate.
Less
It's
rude though.
also considered rude.
Less rude.
Then the
If you
dog.
if you leaned over and like took one of my fries, I would be less upset than the dog, I think.
Okay, what if I took a glass and downed your drink?
I
Is
mean,
that better or worse than grabbing a handful of fries and just?
do I have more in the fridge?
In this context, I didn't know if you did or not.
Ah, and yes, that is very
So
rude.
my choice was not dependent on that.
That is very rude.
Yeah.
If that happened again, I mean, on a first pass, I would be like, well, Malachi has bad eyesight and he's a little bit old, so he's forgetful. Maybe he just mistook himself. But if it happened again, I would probably be like, Tina, like you need to talk to him because this is now getting awkward, and I don't want to scream at him. But you know, if that didn't help, then yeah, we would have a problem.
Yeah. Well, see, so many things. Someone should make a top 100 list of things not to do when visiting someone.
Oh yeah, coming up.
From the mildest possible annoyance to, well, I guess to like the changing someone's locks when moving in.
Number 10.
Seems like a good YouTube thing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
right. That's what people like. Is
That's what
YouTube
people
still
like.
popular? TikTok, Snapchats.
Um,
I should know this. You're hip for the kids.
yeah, I think TikTok is very popular these days.
LP, you're young. What's the
I am.
Youngest by far.
what's the thing going on?
I don't hang out with people my age.
nowadays?
They're awful.
Fellow Zoomers. What's the?
Oh, I have no idea.
What is a Zoomer?
I understand that Instagram is making a comeback.
Is it?
If it is, I'm not on it.
I think it's mostly moms on Instagram. Isn't
I'm not on any of those things. So.
Joe's moms are pretty young now too, as it turns out.
Are they?
Well, they're like in the 20s and they're moms. It's crazy. Here we are being older than them, right?
I mean, it's true. I am older than 20. Twice.
Significantly.
Yes, twice as old, in fact.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But how you guys doing? Let me talk about my woes.
I mean, I was doing well until we started talking about how old we are, but you know.
Okay. Still several
But other than that, pretty all right.
Yeah. Instead as a man, we're supposed to get like a sports car. And divorce our wives.
It's pretty soon, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And a mistress. But then again, I we talked about this, Malika, before. Like I work. I don't know how I would have time for a mistress. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm so tired already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I could afford a motorcycle, but I don't have a driver's license. So
I could get one, but I mean, who's gonna think I'm a big man for having a Ferrari nowadays? Like, can I get maybe as a Fortnite skin?
I don't
sure.
like
whatever the new Fortnite is.
Yeah.
There probably is something newer and cooler. I'm still just old on my old lingo. Right?
I think still Fortnite, honestly.
Oh, okay. It's like Minecraft. It lasted
well,
for generations.
They just add more games to Fortnite. Like now it's Guitar Hero, and it's also
look at that.
Zombie Survival, and it's also
You only learned that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's on brand.
I told you about something.
Is it a bad thing to learn new things?
Okay, what else can you tell us about the hip new game Fortnite? Two kids are playing.
You'd hear the sigh he just made behind me.
Okay. I mean, I'm not muted.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're just building it like a platform to be a bunch of games rather than one thing. So, a lot more people are playing it. Yeah.
All right.
Many people are playing. It's the one game you need. Even has loot boxes, probably.
Well, so it's like it's just funny. You're like, I'm old. I work. I have time for a mistress as we play video games and D&D.
I mean, yeah, I would have to play less video games than D&D.
This is the time you'd spend on like having affairs.
I don't want.
You'd say I'm working late, and then you go out. And,
I'm sleepy. I don't know.
I don't actually know the next steps on what you do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not not close enough to 40 to understand how to start the midlife crisis. Can't just get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
I
You'll
had
get there.
a coworker say like, "Oh, my husband's so stable, and we're almost 50. I can't believe he hasn't had a midlife crisis." And one of the other ones was just like, well, "Don't wish for that. It's usually terrible for the wife.
Yes.
Never goes well."
Yeah. Yeah. I had my midlife crisis around 30, I think. I had my midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like? You bought something expensive and then felt wrong again
I
by
mean,
flaunting it?
yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's when I started like following my relationships, being like, why? No, I'm not coming out to that party. Fuck that.
Okay. I thought it was not coming out full stop. I'm staying
No,
inside forever.
yeah.
I'll never come
No,
out.
honestly, trimming the fat on friendships that don't
Yeah.
serve you. That's a good one. That's
yeah,
a good one for sure.
that's what I did when I hit 30. I was like, all of these people, I don't like any of them. I don't want to hang out with any of them. No, and then I just dumped all of that and kept the ones I liked, and that helped a lot.
Feels great.
Yeah,
It happens naturally.
You don't have to
Just
have a
sort of-
midlife crisis to do
You
that.
could just sort of de-invest in relationships. Just
yeah, but
don't
there's some
do anything
people,
active to hang out with them, and then
Yeah,
it
but
sort
some of
suddenly
those
years.
some of those linger, and then we like me and Neil ran into one of them like 2 years ago outside McDonald's or Max or whatever it was, and I didn't even recognize him. He just walked past. And then he just called after me. He's like, "Oh, it's you, isn't it?" I was like, "What? Who the fuck?" And you're like, "Oh
It's
no,
you.
yeah." And you're like, "Oh God, it's you."
You betrayed me.
Someone from my past that I'd rather forget. Hi.
He looked very haggard. He had like two
Hey,
little kids in a
guy.
stroller.
You remember me?
Hey.
Can I borrow some money? You're like, oh.
He had that sort of
For
Ayatollah.
old time's sake.
He had that Ayatollah of Iran beard, and then like two kids in a stroller. It looked so haggard.
Oh boy. Well, he did this to himself.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you always remind yourself of that.
About a dude who was like, "Oh yeah, that Jair Bolsonaro, he seems very reasonable, right?" And I was like, "Okay, like I'm done. I'm fucking done."
Oh, he didn't make the list.
No. Yeah, so can recommend.
I don't have that many people I could actually cut from the list, to be honest.
Oh, there you go.
It's already pretty short.
It's an engineering approach.
Mhm.
It's not when there's nothing else to add. It's not when nothing else to remove.
Very efficient.
Yes, very efficient friend list.
All my friends have a purpose. Highly detailed.
You have like stats for all your friends. It's like, well, yes.
However your name, it says your like purpose and like what your ranking of importance and
Have one of those like
Everyone's got
Japanese
their own little
benefits
bars, like
of
your
maintaining.
Yeah,
together a Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
exactly.
call it an hourly
Yeah.
wage, but certainly an hourly benefit.
I mean, that's how she puts the adventuring parties together, right? It's like we all have friend stats, and it's like find like a complementary combo.
I'm gonna need a tank and someone who's into the lore. And then I'm gonna need someone who plays the game for real, so they don't just die.
Frown at it. It's like sheep is only a 4 in lore. I don't know. Like,
I'm going to be completely honest here. I always look forward to starting a new campaign, but I also dread having to, select the people for it, because what if there's too many and I have to like make choices, basically. There has never been a situation where I've had too many people.
Right.
It's usually just I get exactly enough people, and then I'm like, great, I don't have to make choices. All of you, get in here.
You get too many, you just narrow down the time that you're doing it at.
Yeah,
Like,
but
now
you-
it's Thursdays at 12, and then no one can do it. You're like, okay.
Usually
at 3,
scheduling solves a lot.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, don't be afraid.
You just have to pick the time and then just look for the people who can
You
do the
make it
time.
when
That's
it's
the only
good.
way.
You make it when it's good instead of looking for when it's good for everyone. You look at when it's
Yeah.
good for the number you want, right?
No, like posting that you want more people is how we met Sheep. Remember? So
It's true.
it's not a bad practice.
And you.
And me. And you.
Yeah.
Well, me, no.
Yes,
I was
you.
there from the beginning.
Well, I've met through a contact ad, a small classified ad on Grimmeth's YouTube page.
We need a cleric.
Yep. And I was like, I don't have
Our
anything I'll
cleric
play right
left
now.
without. We got ghosted by a cleric.
Yeah, cleric
We're
ghosted.
done waiting after like 12 sessions, so
12 sessions.
we need one.
I played a cleric. That was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also applied for to play in that campaign.
Yes, famously.
Message Medica and got ghosted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
no
I just
answer.
never checked my Twitch. I had a
I've heard
bunch of
this story.
messages when I do that. I actually haven't done that in years again. So maybe there's something important.
It was the lore stat sheet. He looked at the lore stat and was like, nah.
Well, I went there and there's like a bunch of messages. Like one of them was Sheep's. At that point, I'd been friends with Sheep for 2 years when I saw that message. I was like, I feel kind of bad. It was here, and he thought there was like a couple messages, and I was like, oh damn.
I mean, to be honest, it was probably for the best because at that time, first of all, my English wasn't that great yet. Second of all, I had never played a TTRPG in my life, and it was like, yeah, I can play like a 13th level 3.5 wizard. Sure.
Yes.
I can figure it out.
Yeah. I remember when I took in recruits for Summer Fun, the first one. Your stated goal was to improve your English, and I was like, "That's adorable." Of course, Sheep gets in.
It worked.
And it worked. Success.
I think so.
I think so. If we go back, there's Grimmett still
honestly,
has those
that
videos
is
up.
Genius.
Still
I
has
was
those
less
videos
fluent
up.
at the
You
beginning,
can go and tell the difference yourself. It's quite remarkable.
If there's anything that would induce my midlife crisis, it would be watching myself from 10 years ago.
Yes.
I was so young,
Yes.
so smooth, so innocent.
There is a definite quality of like Grandpa taking the kids to Disneyland on that one. Grandpa in this case being Grimmett. Because I think it was Sheep, DDS, and both of you were like 18 or something at the time. Jake was Jake? No, Jake was not part of that.
It was Griffin God and myself.
Griff, yes, Griff, and then Goger I think was in as well.
Oh yeah, Goga too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those were times.
I'm older than DDS though, right? few years.
Yeah,
Yes.
DDS was the
Everyone's
youngest.
older than DDS.
DDS was 16, I believe, when
He
I
joined us.
started.
He was like 12, and we didn't know.
Yeah.
He had to sign a parental waiver, and I was just like, "Oh, well, I guess that's a weird Jewish thing." No, I think we were
Yes.
legally like childcare personnel. at the time.
Yeah.
Jonas, you said some things to him. It was, Gosh.
Nothing that has been archived.
no,
Sorry?
I deleted.
Sorry?
I know exactly what you're referring to.
It's
The rock hard pillar of justice.
On a
Oh,
scale
that
of 1 to
was
10,
iPod.
how concerned should I be?
Oh, okay.
That was when we
So-
spoofed iPop.
there was just no way to tell how old he was, and
Right.
and,
With that accent, how could I tell?
it just, I mean,
Jonas, shut up for a
British
second.
people are very soft spoken. I mean, that's just.
Alright. I don't need to I think I understand exactly what happened. We can
Yeah.
shove this forever.
Great, Mary. Now I have to have a conversation about this
I
after
knew that was
session.
coming with the pause.
It's okay. I'll corroborate whatever you tell me.
No,
There's
now
no
listen.
way that the next thing
Whatever
is
you
for the
say,
time
I
being.
agree.
No,
Forever.
now,
I'm glad Sarah gets my humor.
now, Malachi, that was a red line right there. You're not welcome anymore.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I said I'll corroborate it. Whatever story you're willing to give.
Yeah, you'll be my character witness.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him say and do that, whatever it was.
Yeah, Valky, that is like one of the most satisfying things that I enjoy in my life is when I see a comment to coming, and I'm like, come on, please do it. And then the person does it. It's like, yes.
You set it up. Please hit it home, please.
Oh,
So happy vicariously.
We're funny people. We're all great.
oh, isn't that true? You should
Probably
put,
always. Let's not watch any videos that will
Yes.
contradict
Speaking
that.
of us all being great,
should put a +2 on your bow, Valky.
I did.
Beer.
I assume this is transferred from the +2 dragger.
Yes,
dagger
the
we found.
dragger. Yep.
Yeah.
Dragger.
Roger.
Yeah.
Now we
Your
have
bow is now
a
fabulous.
we do have a +2 waiting for us in Otari once we get back. So on the next rest, we probably double back and get that sorted.
Yeah.
Now we're level
I think
10.
we hashed this out last time.
Yes, level 10. Let me see that I did everything I need to do, what I think I did.
Sheep, I have posted the relevant things I have taken, one of which you might need to know for sure when I do recall knowledge checks or when you do them while I'm investigating.
Okay.
I have taken know-it-all
Jabbing
from
knowledge.
Eldritch Researcher.
Okay, when you
Ooh.
succeed, you get even more stuff. All right, mechanically, since I do want to nail the rules for recall knowledge, that means if you succeed, I will give you 2 pieces of information instead
Yep,
of the usual 1. And on a crit success, I'll give you 3.
that sounds good to me.
Disturbing knowledge.
I like the little bit about context there. Like you might get some like situational things depending on
Yeah.
what like you're currently facing, not just this creature in general. That's very cool.
It's because I'm so stuffy that I know everything. So
Okay, you recount evil prophecies and frighten people. That seems appropriate.
yeah, it's great.
Oh, interesting. And it's your occultism versus will DC. So either you frighten everyone or no one.
Or myself.
Or yourself. Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe I said that.
Well, it's not everyone. I can only do the AoE version if I'm legendary. It's just one person usually.
Ah, it's just one. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be too strong.
Look at you and say something really creepy.
Yeah, but you know, it's a source of debuff that is nice to have for a skiller.
Ooh,
All right.
I like this little time thing. It's 4:10 a.m.
Little time thing. Oh, you can actually see the time. I usually disable that because you're underground and you've got no way to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I haven't for this one.
Yeah, I just saw the moon just like flickering around that bar.
Player
Wait, what is that?
visibility. Nothing. Yeah. You can't tell. I do have that enabled on all like above ground areas. So you can determine the time there, but like underground you don't really know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty neat for me to keep track of things though.
Yeah.
All right. Are we?
Oh,
Yes, and we know that in like just a short while, this whole tower is going to shoot a laser beam at Epsilon. So
Mm-hmm.
time is of the essence for once. Well, I guess it was always, but now we're running out. So now it really is of the essence.
We hit the check mark and now the timer's going again.
It is true.
Alright, let's creep. Let's creep out.
All right.
What just
Alright.
if was a quick what did you guys get for level 10?
A feat.
Alright. What type of
Those two
feat?
things. Maxed my dex at 20. That's it.
To cremate undead.
Okay.
Whenever they damage undead with a heal spell, they also take persistent fire damage equal to the spell's rank.
Alright, fair enough.
So as long as they don't critically succeed the saving throw, they take
It will
fire
be
damage.
burning cleansing flame.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hot whiskey.
Yep, I have an extra reaction that I can only use to make reactive strike, which
Oh, yeah.
stacks on top of the extra reaction for quick shield block.
Oh yeah.
And if I demoralize people, they actually start fleeing now, not just being frightened.
Oh yeah. Pretty good. I picked
Yep,
up
and just a buttload of HP. That's about it.
Yep. I picked up precise debilitations, which means that I can now do 2d6 extra precision damage if I attack something that is off guard, or I can make that thing off guard if it is not. So I can make it off guard for Valky, for example.
That's pretty nice.
Yep. And I also have Battle Cry, so now I will also try to scare things at the start of combat.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Last time you ventured deeper into the Darklands scaling a gauntlet pretty much from the outside down into the depths, where at some point you're certain to find the origin of its power. You've encountered some nasty monsters here in the area that, as far as you're aware, has been in the past used as sort of a hunting grounds, where many of the larger monsters of the Darklands roam. You looked through what can best be described as a small cabin or mansion, even. A architecture style that certainly seems old, but familiar off the surface. You know, the slanted roofs, the bricks, and whatnot. Very much out of place in the Darklands, to say the least. But it has been left abandoned, used presumably recently, but decrepit and in a bad state. You fought some ghosts. You fought some demons just waiting outside, although you certainly have proven your strength while facing them. And then you headed further through the bioluminescent fungal fields, the forest equivalents, into a scene of carnage where you fought a nightmare aberration, one of many that you've seen so far, but this one certainly the nastiest so far. A Gogitev. That Gogite, I don't remember how we agreed to pronounce that. But either way, it grabbed Armina, dragging her down into its lair, but you showed it the what for and destroyed it. Unperturbed, you continued on, spotting what seemed like ornate and pristine double doors leading to a place, giving very much a sort of temple vibe. Colors and depictions that seem related to Nimbeloth, the very source that you suspect is behind Balcora's power. Continued on seeing, remains of presumably beasties fighting one another, a dead puddle of ooze that once probably wasn't as dead as it is now. And then you got ambushed by a huge adamantine-teethed mole rat bursting through the wall.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite. That picture of that thing is great.
That's so
Yeah.
good. There he is.
Oh.
I do enjoy it as well. I do enjoy that Pathfinder 2nd Edition actually has high-level beasts and like animals compared
Yeah.
to D&D 5e that just forgets about them after like CR8.
Mhm.
Yep.
No,
And then we ended last session with you luckily discovering something very rare in the Darklands. A place that seems to offer quiet and safety. A small river of clean water sort of trickling through it, hidden behind a small jungle of fungus and vines. A place to rest, recuperate, and then continue. As you've done, and now we shall. And you are now level 10. Do not forget to level up as people have in the past. But since we just discussed what cool stuff you've gotten, I don't think that's a risk.
no, I'm level 10.
And so when the time is what you suspect is roughly the morning of the next day, although you have no way to tell, you are good to go.
Dancer has inscribed on the side of the wall, like the heroes of Otari was here, and then the names of all of us and the date we were here.
Well, how do we
Yeah.
know the day? I'm not sure of the time.
I mean, he's guesstimating. It's, you know.
Okay, yeah. Well, how
I
will
mean,
they know?
you know the day. You haven't
Yeah.
been gone for months.
Yeah, don't forget to add
Years.
that like cool S
Yeah.
somewhere in there with no context.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Zzz. Oh yeah, it's very,
You know what I mean? The like blocky like
yes. So that is in the that is carved upon the wall here as a memory of our great achievement,
yeah.
and also to confound someone in 100 years or so. All right. Then Dancer will start creeping out. The way he creeps.
Yep.
All right, so we've gone sort of a circuitous route all around the edges here, and that has been great success so far with no dangers whatsoever. So let's continue that.
I believe, we were looking for some like ornate keys or something like that.
Yeah, we
for the
found a
temple.
doom
There was-
door that I can
Yeah.
open with just sufficient downtime. I can just open that, but it'll take a bit. And since it had a distinct horrific feel about it, I think we decided to sort of look around a little bit more before we, open the doom vault or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, I clicked the wrong
Oh
thing.
god, everything is freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I clicked the thing that made my computer very slow.
The very slow button.
Sheep is lag switching. What's that?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
No, there's something fairly important that I've forgotten, or well, not important, but something very cool that I've forgotten to make use of during the campaign so far. For example, this depiction of the mansion and the level you're currently in. I want to show you.
Ooh, that is a mansion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at
cool.
that.
That's just straight up a
That's
mansion.
very cool.
What
Oh
a
wait,
ceiling height, too.
Foundry isn't frozen for
Yeah.
anyone else, just me? Oh, okay. That sucks.
Look at the beautiful picture.
Oh no.
That's a nice picture. Yeah.
I've got a few of those that I just didn't realize existed.
Well, maybe
okay.
we can sit down and look through the. These are the pictures we take as we adventurers. Like
A
the
photo
album, yeah,
album
the
by the
photo
end of the
album, yeah.
campaign.
Like yeah, remember this is a picture of Rogar when he just swallows the ale down the wrong throat. It's just exploding all over. It's a spit take.
Also,
It's very funny.
Something that perhaps would have set the scene better. You remember the Goliath spider?
Yes.
Yes.
Here it is for
Yeah.
scale.
That is a big spider.
Kinda cute.
That's- yeah.
That's a big spider.
Ooh.
And purple.
I don't have the rogue in front. That's not good.
Well, Esrin is on his knees.
Ah, poor Resrin.
All right.
Yeah, pictures like these are cool. Pathfinder has pretty damn good art, and then sometimes it has the worst art.
Yes.
Like that picture of Amiri, and the core
Yes.
book. You're like, what? They did you dirty, girl. Like, this is not. All right. We're over here.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. You can see over a large and incredibly deep lake. Like there's a small shore, maybe 5-10 feet, where you can presumably stand, but then the floor is just sudden darkness going down and down.
All right. Peek up this.
Look at this island over here. Is that gold I spy?
Gold.
It is a faint orange-like bioluminescent glow. It looks like fungus.
I'm pretty sure we saw it on the.
Yeah, didn't we go down on this one?
No, we didn't. We decided to go up.
Yeah,
Oh, we
skipped
should. Oh, we should probably. God damn it.
it. Backtrack and just.
Yeah,
completionist
backtrack and
technique, sort of.
check that out. Okay, everyone
hold
back.
on.
Sorry.
Right. And so I just thought you realized that this was here.
No,
You
no.
walked straight
it's-
past it.
it's-
Oh, sleep well.
Video
Rat.
game mentality is strong here.
I mean, if this place has taught us anything, is that there's secrets everywhere. So
Yep.
like, can't not.
Oh, it wasn't a criticism.
Can't not afford to check.
Maybe Belcora is there.
Uh,
Oh, seems like a narrow bridge there. Just gonna
Yeah,
keep watch here.
What Amina sees here is indeed a narrow, arching, ancient stone bridge leading to what looks like a tiny island. The other thing she immediately notices is the stench coming from it. The brownish fungi seem just reefed in decay. The island, I mean, you can't make out the details, of course, but it is full of fungus. It would not be a good place to. Well, there's no path or anything. You would be stomping through the fields of mushrooms over there.
Maybe
It's
our
dead, but it's still bioluminescent. That's
maybe our scholar can have a look see.
yeah. Armina has no fucking clue what that means.
Before you go any further, Thorper would like to inspect the bridge here because something about plants and fungal growth. They tend to get in the most annoying places. How is the structural integrity of this bridge here, Sheep? Crafting check or
Crafting makes sense. Give me crafting.
okay?
As far as you can tell, it is actually in pretty excellent condition. Like the railing is crumbling a bit, but there's no risk that the bridge collapses or anything.
Like a tentative pitter patter.
Yeah.
Okay,
And yeah,
now
you
yeah.
as you approach definitely notice the stink as well emanating from this place. Looking closer, I mean, looking at these fungus, I mean, they look like they are just dead, which would explain the smell.
Okay. Let's see here. 30 foot. Okay. Go here. If I use a detect magic, do I? Let me place this on myself, so you know the range. Do I
Okay,
ping anything?
as you step there and
Oh,
cast
cool.
your magic to see what's going on, you notice a large pile of the mushroom suddenly moving.
Ah,
With a groan, a mass arises from it, and we'll go into initiative.
yep. Sounds about right.
I'm so grateful that the detect magic animation in this one only does the one pulse.
Oh, does it do multiple and some other ones?
Yeah, and in 5e at least, it just continues, and you literally have to go into the sequence manager to kill it. It just like over and over and over again. It's awful.
Oh, speaking of awful.
I like
There we
cringed when I
go.
saw it, and then it didn't do it again, and I was like, oh my god.
There we
Yay.
go.
Yeah, also, the nature check I gave you, you rolled in that one.
Torfin's
Yeah.
back, everyone.
That last session was a miracle. Sorry.
That was once.
Also, as you are this close, Torfin, give me a fortitude save.
All right. Is this a magic effect?
No, it is just an aura of stench.
Okay.
As from the mushrooms, a creature rises, perfectly hidden within the decaying fungus.
What is that?
Oh no.
Ugh.
It is a mushroomy aberration that stinks of death. Dancer, however, you get to act first.
Uh-huh.
Shambling
I
thing.
think I failed my save, Sheep. Right.
You did fail the save, which means that you are second one.
Cool.
I can't move.
Game's
Now you
paused.
can move.
Let me measure out. Is it difficult terrain, the mushrooms?
It is in fact greater difficult terrain. It is not only a lot of them; they also like excrete the sticky substance that is almost like glue.
This shit again.
Maybe we let it come to us.
Nazir will go here, and then he will fling a rock at it using his sling. It is off guard because I'm acting before it on the first round. See if I can hit. Yes.
That is exactly it.
Thank you, off guard. Yeah, I'll do. Oh boy. All right, I will add it off guardness extra as a precise debilitation on it.
Okay.
It will remain off guard until the end of my next turn.
End of your next turn. Okay.
End of my next turn. It is off
So
guard.
is this on top of or instead of?
It is off guard until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, instead.
Alright.
Roga.
Awesome, thank you.
Is any of this difficult terrain?
Yes.
All the mushrooms basically starting right from here is greater difficult terrain.
All right. Move
Counts as
here.
4 squares each.
Look at this thing. I mean, it's probably alive, right? It doesn't look undead, at least. So I'll look at it and I'll try to feed it. See if that works. Have
You are
something.
stepping within 30 of it, so give me a fortitude save first.
Yes, I have to step within 30 of it to do pretty much anything. Good
You're
fortitude,
succeed.
though.
You're fine. As it will roll.
Oh, he does the
fortitude
fortitude save. Yeah, all right.
It fails.
He's
It is
second one and has -10 to his speed until he's no longer second.
Mm.
That's that. Let's see if he can. How quick he is.
Right, he will spend an action to not be sickened anymore.
No, he has to do a save for that, right?
Oh, right, because he failed. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not,
He will
it's not
attempt-
usual. I know.
No.
No.
He will do that again.
Okay.
Crit
Well, there you go.
success. Alright, well, he spends 2 actions, and then he is going to pick up some of the, like, grimy, slimy, dead fungus from the floor and fling it at Torfin. Or crit. Smashing into you. 30 bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
And in addition, give me a fortitude save. The nasty stuff rains onto you. You don't feel so good. Amina.
All right. We'll make that save. Fortitude.
Yes, you are fine.
38. Cool. And then it's super difficult terrain from here.
Yes, greater difficult
So-
terrain.
Yeah, greater difficult terrain. All right. So 30. So it's times 4 movement speed, right? Maths. So I have 10 left. So I'd have to go into a second action to get here. That completes the second action. And then I'll just take I want to get up in his face to just make me the target rather than Thorfinn. So I just spend all 3 actions moving.
Okay. So sorry, I was wrong. Greater difficult terrain costs 10 extra feet, so it basically is 3 squares per.
Oh, okay. In that case, I could get there in 2. So
Okay.
I'll take an attack. So I have a fleet and a different thing.
That is it.
All right, 14 damage.
You slice at it. Dolphin.
I can spend an action just to automatically get rid of this, right? Or do I need to make a save?
To make a save.
Okay, I will
You
attempt.
can either spend an action or it just ends at the end of your turn.
Oh. Well, I don't know how bad my rolls are. I will attempt to. Is that enough?
That is enough, yes.
Alright. And I will spell strike this thing. Actually, do I get my recall?
Yes, go for it.
What skill? What's aberration?
Uh,
Occultism.
Occultism is an aberration. That is enough. Which 2 things would you like to know?
Weak save and weaknesses, if any.
Alright, his weakest save is reflex. He has no weaknesses.
Okay. Weakest save is reflex. Let's see. Okay. Then I will just spell strike him. As normal. Ow. Alright.
MS dancer.
Okay. Armina is in. It's good. Move here. Get here. Second move up to here. He has enough movement because he's also very fast.
Okay, each square costs 15. So 15, 30, 45.
Let's see. Yes. Well, the square I'm standing in, did that cost 15 to enter?
No.
Okay. That means that first movement I get here. That's my first move, and then my second move. Let's see, 15, 30. Go over here.
Okay.
And then I will strike. Give it a poke. The poke and stroke. Yeah. Yes.
That is a hit.
32, and I will keep it off guard.
Alright. He remains off guard then. Roger.
He has no guard. How badly off does Torfin seem? Is it probably not that bad yet?
I'm not
Also,
that hurt, but I also don't feel so good. Apparently.
I forgot down.
Mr.
I believe
Rogar, I don't
you
feel so-
stepped
You don't
with a
seem
30 the first time,
like
so
you-
give me a fortitude save.
You're not sickened anymore.
No, but do something else.
I'll re-roll that.
Ah, yes, right.
Better.
You succeed.
We have
Hey.
to confirm that.
We could probably deal with it after.
Yeah, but it's not like, I mean, I don't have a lot of things to hurt. I don't think this is morally evil, so it's really not my forte. I would be eaten by the random wolf out there for trying to stop it. Yeah, I could do like a heal check on Torfin to see what's up. Right. Medicine, that is.
To identify what's going on, yeah.
Do you want that secret?
Yes, please. As far as you can tell, he probably got a nasty case of the wretched weeps from
Ugh.
these nasty decayed mushrooms being thrown at him. Like, it's filthy stuff. It won't affect him.
Nasty.
It won't affect him, but after a day or so, he will start bleeding quite heavily.
All right. Well, then I will cast Cleanse Affliction upon him, which allows me to counteract,
All right.
or just reduce it by one stage if it is if it has advanced past stage 1. Reduce it by 1. If it otherwise, it is just completely cured. It says, doesn't it?
I mean, you can just click the spell and
Oh yeah, of course. Well,
let me read
Can
it
I?
that way.
it's on my staff, so I don't exactly know how to. I'll just like
Oh, it's on your staff.
put it somewhere here.
I thought it would make a macro for it.
You can
Like-
click the spell and like see the description and such, but I can't really.
It's weird because your wands and stuff, they have macros,
Yeah,
but the staff does not.
casting of it.
I have to ask how DDS does it.
I can counteract a disease. So I guess that's what I tried to do.
Right.
And it is a dice roll based on my spell DC against
Yeah.
the level, which gives a DC to the effect. Right?
Yep. Counteract. A 22 would be a failure. You're casting a rank 2, rank 2
Rank
spell.
4 spell.
Rank 4.
Yes. My Cleanse Affliction.
So 3 and lower, you succeed, which does it, I believe.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I look at
Northern
Thorfinn,
feels much better.
see some of the mulch
Thank
getting
you.
in his leaves, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I reached out the staff and just hold it over him. Fix him right up. I think Amina and Tensa's got this covered. And if they don't, I'll fix him right up too.
All right, it is the Othel's turn. It is going to try to smash a dancer here with its fists.
Oh.
So a 43.
Even on a dodge, I can't reduce that.
All right, it brings
Holy
its
pray.
massive, almost like tree-like trunk down on you for 46 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's almost half my hit points. Oh.
And
Back it up. Back it up.
a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
I'd succeed that if it was you.
Nope.
No.
You don't feel so good.
Fortitude is my worst save.
Followed by a it doesn't really do a lot of different things, so it's just gonna keep smashing. You hit it hardest and it missed twice. All right, Amina.
Try to make a better impression. Nope.
God, it's the session before this one.
And another miss. Come on. Phenomenal turn. Love it.
Open.
All right, I am feeling fine. I will use my runic impression to put flaming on my bow, and since it has +2, it can have both my runes on it. So
Ooh.
it also recharges my spell check, which I will use, and maybe this time I will hit the thing. Let us try. So now I have a thundering flaming bow. No. You know what? I hear point that. Whatever. No. Alright.
Yes.
Cool.
The answer.
All right.
Kill it.
Well, yeah. See what I can do. Let's get to work. Yes. 40 is not a crit. Holy crap. All right. Well.
He's 31, yeah.
See, that is correct. Yes. 30.
Slice.
And I will keep him off guard. I will attack. Actually, I will angrily glare at it. I will try to scare it, which I should
okay.
actually have done at the start of
Yeah,
the
we
combat.
both
but I
forgot the battle
completely
cry.
forgot about. God, it's a new level. But I'll try to scare it. Grr. 30?
Yeah, it is worried.
Aye, haha.
No, it's not
Yes.
fascinated.
No.
It's
Ooh,
right.
love sphere.
Oh yes, good. Yes. All right, with that, maybe I have a little bit easier. Maybe I can hit. Maybe I can hit.
Well, he's fleeing now, right?
No,
No, that's me. That's that feat.
Armina's extra scary. No, not me. That's me. But he's off guard and feared, so that's pretty good.
Right, Roga.
Oh, you know, everyone's feeling good. Everyone's feeling fine. But I will point to Densa, and I will cast a heal, level 2, just to give him a bit of something, you know. Feel a bit better. There you go. If you wish.
Right. Doesn't.
Well, he can do a saving throw. 'Cause I'm not doing it anyway.
What?
You take the healing, Dancer.
Yes, I was getting snacks. Sorry.
Oh, yes, it's for you.
Yes, thank you.
You will receive it. And then Roga will begin. God. slowly moving into this. I'm just not fast here, so I guess that's as far as I can go.
It's like walking into one of those insect glue traps. It's terrible.
Yeah.
As the mushroom aberration will, I mean, it's a simple creature. Just gonna try killing Dancer here. Like, Amina doesn't seem to be doing a lot.
I'll dodge.
Buddy,
Basically cool.
you dodge.
Yep.
All right. That'll try that again. For crit miss.
Aha.
And the third time.
Aha.
No. Amina.
Okay. Come on, please. Average. Are you fucking kidding me? 1 on the first one again. You know what? No. And a 2. Much better. That is double. That was 200% better than.
Yeah.
Well, I have jacket. Welcome to the club. Low rollers.
Set up an aid.
Yeah, I'll set up the fucking aid.
1, 2, and
I think you need to start like coming in and out though between attacks, because if you just keep getting slammed.
I think yeah, the mushrooms make it difficult, but does it have reach?
It does appear so. Yes.
Okay.
I can stand 2 back. I can do that, but we'll see.
Also,
If we can force it to go after me, that increases our longevity quite a bit.
Before I forget, one important thing in the remaster that I've noticed that is pretty subtle. Ghost Touch works for bows now.
Yes.
I don't know if you are aware of that yet.
I am. My runic compression
Okay,
is on as well, so if we find a ghost, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and that reminded me that I've read that it's no longer just for melee weapons.
Amazing. They should have done that in the first place. But yes, I know. Thank you, Chief. Though.
Okay. This guy, however, is not a ghost.
No. All right. It's my turn. Well,
It is.
recharge and shoot and pray. It's off guard. Like I should. There we go.
That is it.
Yes.
Okay, I rolled low and everything. Sure. But here's the spell.
You make the aberration bleed.
Oh, bleed damage.
Like blood.
Yes.
Dancer.
Well, I'll take the aid.
All right. See if I can
True.
even do that. All right. +6. 39.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a crit, so +3.
Yep.
+3, I believe.
All right. +3. Oh.
Error point?
I don't have any. I used it to resist the horror of the stench. Oh well. Try again. No. I will waddle out. That's 15. That's 30. So I'm over here.
Alright. Roga.
Why? Hello there. I'm going to battlefield medicine. First on Torfin. Ooh. Is not a crit. But 16 hit points, 16 hit points. And then on Dancer. What? Also not a crit, but you know, 22 hit points. And then I'll take a move to step closer. Just remember to heal you too. And then I'll be here because that's my third action.
Alright.
Close enough to make him feel bad.
The creature will just keep on attacking the closest thing, really. Which is Amina in this case, for a critical.
I'll do shield block.
Maybe he could be good.
Oh, yes, he could be good.
Shield block makes that a normal hit.
Makes it a normal hit, and I can block it. Yeah.
You will choose ally as unharmed and attack again. That is a miss. And the third hit. That is a critical miss. I mean, as it bleeds.
Let's go. Keep bleeding. Now it's just attrition. And we're gonna win. All right, finally. 11.
Slice good.
Unlikely, but we'll try again. I could always roll well, in theory. Nope. It is just a theory, and then we'll set up an aid.
Dolphin.
All right. I think it. Yeah, I will recharge, but I won't use it. I'll shoot because of my buffs to the weapon. I think it's better if I just attack more. Right now. So. Yeah, glad I did that because I missed. So let's do the -5. Yeah. All right. All right.
It feels like none of you have rolled higher than a 10 at all.
It's not feels like it is.
The only one I've rolled higher than like a 6 is the 17 I got on an 8 check.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
That's not true. I hit it once. Yeah. Oh.
wade in. Target, was there an 8 set up?
It's coming.
Hit me.
6. 37, crit, +3.
Worse.
Oh my good rolls.
It's very infuriating. All right, come on. Hey.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Yeah. 29.
29 slash.
I will keep it.
Does not look like it can take a whole lot whole lot more.
Oh, you don't say.
Bait. That's bait.
Yeah, the GM is baiting me. You know, for my precise debilitations, I will add 2d6 precision damage then. Sheep is baiting me here.
Oh.
5. Oh,
Maybe you could do another attack and
maybe.
kill it with it, right? That's
I never hit on the second one. I hit on the second one. It's incredible.
Wow.
wow.
23 damage.
And with that slice, the creature drops.
Ugh.
The combat is over.
Nasty.
Help, Roger. I'm bleeding.
Sting.
I'm
Oh,
weeping
you are. I
sores.
can probably just fix that, right?
It's
put
these,
like a
these
little-
weird mushrooms.
Wait, you're bleeding? Is that just not the monster?
No, it's the weeping sores I have from the sickness I got from him.
Oh no, that's you don't know about that yet. It's
No, but it's sticking
I
to me.
can-
Like
I
my gums
can-
are bleeding weirdly.
well, they come out of the goo. I can.
Yeah.
Is there any loot?
As far as you can tell, there's just decay and awful stench.
Like the old spittoon.
Alright, yeah. I need to investigate
Face
this
first into it.
spittoon quite carefully, in fact.
Slabber up the gunk and then
Yep.
see if there's anything in it.
Touch it.
Well, I will cast a level 3 cleanse affliction.
Oh. Cleanse me, Father.
Yes, my boy.
Say you love him.
You shall be cleansed.
Give me your counteract check.
Yes, it said I have to cast a spell for it, but I'm just gonna untarget people, so I don't have to. Must make a target. Well, I guess you're my target.
Ah, yeah.
That's a good roll.
Oh, that's a good roll.
A 35. Let's see. It's the DC. That is a success. Which means at a 3rd level, that is more than enough. You feel
Ah.
fine.
Oh.
This staff certainly is coming in handy down here. Good purchase.
Nods. Yes.
It's just rather invigorating, really.
I use it on myself every day.
Hmm.
After
Ruse hangovers too.
that,
That's the best level slot.
Pat's
Good for that.
Pat's Torfin,
Well, the breath of
apologetically
life, maybe garlic.
apologetically on the shoulder as he moves past.
I was just staring into the water.
Contemplating the depths. To sink. To not feel anything anymore.
Yeah.
Black dragon, take me.
It's standing still, and I couldn't hit it.
Oh yeah, you can perfectly hide in vegetation, right?
Down here.
I don't have
Perhaps before
transport.
before we encounter any more of those things, perhaps we should just go down this way. and,
That's the Eldritch door, Rogar.
Towards the door.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do it now, or we could do it when we're tired and exhausted, finding swamp crabs or something. Right now, we're fresh. We've got everything we need, and well, let's face whatever this place has while we're
Ugh.
well equipped.
Hello, sheep. Remind me about this Elder's door in front of us.
The Eldritch Door is a pair of massive double doors made from black and green stone, pristine, as if time hasn't been able to touch it. The only sign that time and entropy has actually done anything to this is the bronze lock that is ever so slightly oxidized with the bluish hue of rust, effectively. The door has no handles, but there is a reasonably large keyhole. Dante had already taken a look at the keyhole, and it is a lock for sure. Not impossible to lockpick, but close to. Only a master could even attempt this sort of thing.
I am a master.
Let the man patiently do that then, and I'll.
Yep. With ageless patience, I cannot critically fail. So,
stand.
theoretically, I could nat 20 my way through this door with enough time.
Let's see how fast.
Mhm.
I cast time lapse.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
I do have an accelerate type spell in a localized area.
So, I think it is worth noting that I believe ancient patience lets you avoid the consequences of rolling a natural 1,
Yes.
but it doesn't avoid crit fails altogether. Like,
That's true.
If you're 10 below the DC, you still get a crit fail.
True.
That's why I bought like 3 or 4 kits, right?
Oh yeah. I have a lot of them. Let's see.
Rolled at 32. You crit failed. Sorry.
Oh,
Bye.
well.
What?
Well, then, let's see what we can do.
Why is everyone speaking in whatever that is?
Yeah, I don't know what's like up with that script.
36 is not enough.
All right. Well, Dowser pokes a bit at it, and then looks at the others and says, "Well, did pretty well there. This might take a long time, and I do risk breaking my tools here. I can try again, but it might be easier to find the key, in honesty."
All right.
Still higher than DC 45. You tell me you can't do that?
I could not do DC 45. I can do 44, but not 45. I'll give it one more go, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean,
You put your mind to it, and with a satisfying click, you actually made a lot of progress.
Oh, you found the key.
Good job, Dancer.
Just one
You
more.
do think, however, that you need 4 more successes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What? Jesus.
That's just 2 more crits.
All right,
Got
well, roll up my sleeves.
I mean, you can give up whenever you want. Shame on
That's
that.
another click. And that's number 4. You're 2 away.
Man, you're good at this. Look at the rogue doing rogue things.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
And the 5th click.
I'm never
That's
gonna roll
what-
above a 2 again. Sorry.
Yeah.
One more
all
part
the
of
luck
this
did.
lock preventing your entrance here.
Here comes the
All
warp.
set.
Yep.
Oh.
And your tool breaks.
Alright, toss me your tool, I'll fix it. 10 minutes. Good deal.
while you keep going with the other ones.
It's a pick. I have insurance. It's fine. 10 minutes. will be
All right,
fixed.
sure. You go over there and
I'll
fix
fix
that.
Thorfinn meanwhile.
Yes, thank you. Wait.
Oh, that's
You're
medicine.
fixed.
Oh, he's
Yes,
fixing me.
it's,
Yes.
it's for
It's for me while I'm fixing.
bandaging
tool.
Thorfinn because he's still damaged by the muck.
Yeah. Thought the mental damage from missing someone.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, that's another one.
And that's another crack.
Let's see, how many do I have?
You had 4, right?
I have a bunch.
I mean, if Torfin can fix them while we're down here, it's literally just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And
Take
you've
me 10
got
minutes,
5 out
yeah.
of 6 already. Might as well keep going.
I
Oh,
should
yeah, I have
have
more.
I should have took quick repair. It would take me 3 actions instead of 10 minutes.
Just bend it back. Ah, there we go.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just go again.
I can do one more here.
Yeah, go for it. It's fine.
Come on. Just need one.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, with the last satisfying click, the lock grinds. Like you basically hit the last pin or equivalent, and the door almost springs to life by itself. Dancer knows that he messed up like at least twice here, and if that door had any defense mechanisms, he would have triggered them. This very much seems like a door that wants to be entered.
Mm.
We're gonna know it from the.
Grinds. And then, yeah, I mean, you hear the lock disengage. The door presumably is now unlocked.
Dancer, polishes off the last set of tools he has, takes a step back, looks at the door, nods himself, mutters, "Give up whenever you want, Dancer." Drown him in his own ale.
You get tossed the fixed one, and Thorfinn just holds out his hands for the other
Yep,
ones.
get the other set back.
I'll fix them later.
You know, that's fine. Thank you, Thorfinn.
I'm gonna step back here.
Hello.
All right. That's
Well,
when it's a lightning bolt. Hits Torfin anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. No matter where I stand, they will find me.
True people can always be on a line.
Dancer does a bow towards Armina and says, "Heavy armor first."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No advanced guard this time, I think. She'll raise a shield and she'll try to just brace the shield against the door and then just like push
Move
on
over
that
here and
while using her other
hide in
hand
this
to-
little cubby hole.
Yeah.
Right, you
We'll
push
open the doors.
on the heavy stone door. The same sort of. It requires quite a bit of strength to push open the doors as they grind open ominously. Opening into a large chamber made of the same black stone as the imposing ebon doors. 8 alcoves, 4 on each side, line the east and west walls, each alcove containing the remains of jade-colored statues. All of the figures have been defiled. None of them have heads remaining, most are missing hands, and one is just a pair of bare feet upon a pedestal. An enormous stone throne, carved out of heavy blocks, stands in a domed chamber at the very southern end here. You see a figure sitting in the throne, or the remnants of one. Skeletal features dressed in rags that might have once been fine priest clothing. It is not merely a corpse, however. As the doors are opening, you see the creature rise slowly and spread its arms in a gesture of peace.
Hmm.
A moment later, it points to the door to its east. You see it move its mouth. You hear it whisper, even from this distance. And what it whispers is your name, as it points to the eastern door.
Like we each only hear our own names.
You each hear your whispers in turn. You each hear the whispers. You don't think they're in your head. They are being carried towards you, the sound is. Saying, Amina, Dancer, Roga, Orphan. The skeletal figure steps from its throne, gestures with a skeletal hand towards the eastern door as it moves there itself.
Could I have caught a glimpse of it from all the way over here?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, what is it?
Give me religion.
Yeah. Where are my skills? There they are.
You identify it as, well, a skeleton, an undead. But that's where your identification really ends.
Fair enough.
It seems to have significance.
Well, following spooky skeletons is our style, surely.
Just gonna do a religion check on these various statues I see, alcoves.
Yeah, go for it.
Is there something about these? Some horrid truth.
You don't know. There might have been figures of significance for this faith. The general vibe and depictions you are getting definitely suggest that this is a temple to Nimbeloth.
Rogu will say that in a low voice. It appears to be a holy site of Nimbeloth. So, whatever it is, it's not a good place.
And as you utter those words quietly to your companions, the skeletal whisper once again drifts over to you as the creature says, "You are correct, and I know why you are here."
And why exactly is that? He'll whisper back.
There's no answer. The skeleton waiting at the door.
We can make it peaceful then.
Can Dancer try to sense motive on this creature?
Certainly, you can give me a perception check.
Yeah. Trying to study it, see if there's any malice here.
It is hard to read, but you do get the sense that the hospitality is through gritted teeth.
Okay. Dancer will, like, convey. It's like, this creature is not our friend.
Yeah. Armina quickly gives, I think, the now familiar look of like, are we, can we, is there a reason we're leaving this thing alive?
Is it floating on its chair, or is that just the?
No, that's just the token picture.
because that would be a fucking power move if it just floated away on
If we
its chair.
just the chair
Yep.
just out of there.
Really well.
Respect on that. All right. Well, creep after the creepy.
Yeah.
That's a creepy picture.
With a patient slowness, the creature moves as it whispers once more. You must prove yourself if you wish to face her without incurring her wrath. Perhaps even gaining her aid instead.
Who are we talking about exactly?
Nimbeloth.
Oh,
Probably, yeah.
I don't. It's a good
Why?
idea. This.
Oh, collision. Yeah.
Over pools of murky water, you can see the vague shapes of wisps floating.
Oh
Ugh.
no.
Although with a mere gesture of the skeleton's hand, the wisps they stay for a little while before gently, carefully floating alongside you.
Hmm. All right.
That's such a trap. Trap.
Pulling two
Mm.
encounters. Good.
Yeah. Why
I
not
guess it's
just?
efficient.
Armina just says, "Why not just discorporate her? Surely she's not incapable of dismissing her champion. She doesn't want her anymore."
You misunderstand. He does not. The creature does
Yeah.
not elaborate further.
Care to elaborate?
No.
No.
Yeah.
As she will lead you down and down further.
Up.
This is fun.
This is. mm.
Come on, Armina. You don't like spooky temples?
Not a fan, no.
Loading.
Remember what happened in the last spooky temple we were in?
Oh yes. I had front row seats.
So I'll put you here in no order in particular.
This is definitely one of those moments of like the only reason I haven't attacked yet is because the DM's clearly cooking something and I don't want to be rude.
Why is this room called Death Room, Sheep?
Yeah.
Listen, you may act as you think is reasonable at any point. If this is reasonable to you, then we can continue.
I tried, but then Manika was like, "Oh no, we should definitely."
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
You could kill this thing right now and just.
Yeah, in this corner, get her.
Yeah.
But perhaps some answers. Why Belcor is sticking around, like what the whole thing is about. This is something we need. I mean, classically, if you destroy a ghost, it sort of comes back, doesn't it? Until you fix whatever cause is here.
Is it a ghost though? It's more a skeleton.
Oh, Belcor.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Why's my dark vision not applied properly?
Just glances back at the wisps. I just don't like those.
No.
Had some bad experiences in my life.
When
Most of them involve wisps.
where did that wisp come from?
As she, they've been following you down the stairs.
I closed the door. Like they don't have hands. They can't open doors.
They
They're
sure can
wisps,
in this
they-
place.
Oh, I see.
As the skeleton positions herself in a very peculiar way, not directly in the center of this room, but sort of as if intending to lecture those inside of it. You can see in this room to the north a basin filled with reeds and moss. Standing here, two metal tubes jut into the room from the east, each sealed off by some iris-like mechanism, a foot or so inside the pipe. No method of opening is visible. Black stone doors lead south, and a single grey stone door carved with shapes of swirling mist leads west. None of the doors have handles or latches. As the skeleton takes a positions herself, and with the same whisper says, "I am the lady's whisper. You are in her most sacred sanctuary, where initiates come and prove themselves to be within her presence. Belcora was one of those. She had ambitions, She proved herself. My question to you is then, can you? As she, with her left hand, then points to the door to her left. Go then. Go through the challenges that initiates would have to go through, even if, and I mean no offense, you do not seem to be the type.
Have no
I know
interest
why
in
you are
paying
here.
initiative to Nimbaloth.
No, I expected nothing less. And yet you wish to face Belcora, who resides in her innermost sanctum, do you not? She sees you, of course, as the skeleton's head gently gestures towards one of the wisps. And yet, it is there where you must go if you wish to face her.
Why?
If you do not know the answer to that question, you will fail.
But the answer Jake said no, like, need to face her, yes, but why do we need to go through these trials to face her?
Because it is the only way to be allowed into her inner sanctum.
Need Nimbaloth's permission.
You need my permission.
Thorfinn shrugs. Says, well, if indeed the only way we can attempt to get at her without difficulty is to do this, then I see a way forward.
If this abomination is not lying to us and sending us to our deaths.
True enough, but I think the alternative to assume is much worse for us.
Yeah, Rogar wants to
Hey.
destroy the abomination, and then you know,
Taking you completely at your word, why? What do you get out of this?
She offers no response.
you're a prisoner here, aren't you? Not allowed to move on.
Anchored like she is, perhaps?
You may assume much, but they will not get you very far.
That's why I'm asking questions.
Yet your questions shall remain unanswered. I have shown you the path you need to take for you to reach your goal, which I suspect is more than you expected. It is up to you whether you decide to walk it or whether you decide to fail.
Yeah, I mean, in my experience, the best way to complete a test is to start drinking the day before and then see where you end up the day after.
Mm-hmm. Seems in character.
This tracks. It tracks, yeah.
So looks at the door, looks at the others and says, looks at the skeleton and says, could we leave? Would you allow us to just walk out?
Certainly.
That's alright then. Looks at the others. Oh, what do you think?
I have already said my opinion. If they're lying, then yes, we might be risking ourselves. If they're not, however, then we're risking even more. Valcora is
Clearly-
indeed our goal here.
We are clearly missing information. I'm skeptical, but willing to. I don't trust him, but I trust you. And I trust our abilities to get out of a mess if we put
We,
ourselves in one.
do we have any idea what the test might be? I seem to recall that we have a creepy book that I think is her holy text, right?
Not exactly holy text. It's more of a treatise against, supposed to be against it, but turned out to be, well, pretty sinister information. I mean, I can pull it out, but I don't know how they will react to it.
I was just thinking there might be some.
Vampire seeing a holy symbol just.
But I mean, yeah, Shiva, I can take out the Whispering Reeds and take a look and see. I do have an activate for 10 minutes to investigate and get +2 iron bonus to skill checks to recall knowledge about Nibelot or Fate and creatures associated with her, so I could attempt to recall knowledge about this initiate test specifically.
All right, give me a occultism, and you can roll it open. I think that's more interesting.
Sure. Do you want me to add the +2 or?
Yes.
Okay.
As you take out the tome, the skeleton, the lady's whisper, does a sort of nod almost appreciatively, and she says, "It does appear that you might be more prepared than I gave you credit for."
Do not want
Uh,
to hold all the cards in the open initially.
Details are sparse, but with a quick look at the tome,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really identify the details, but you do know that these initiate trials are mostly designed to weed out the weak in relatively violent ways. You suspect that that might summarize them all pretty much.
Okay. Does not all give me any additional context here?
Um, sure. Why not? The challenges are usually pretty straightforward, and the primary goal is to survive and continue on.
Alright.
Are they attempted as a group, or are we like, is it
Oh, boy.
one man thing
As a group.
as a group? All right, some sort of violent trap maze or something similar.
Yeah. Would Torfin be able to gather, because he has the feat that lets him sort of suss out context, right? Like, why is a thing is like Nimbalot's whisper trying to get rid of like Nimbalot's champion? Like, what is there's something missing here.
You could
We're
give
clearly
me
being
another,
used as a pawn, but like, why? What's going on here?
You could give me another occultism check, although this one will be more difficult.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't really know. It might have something to do with Belcora being like a vengeful ghost, exploiting the like compact she has made while she was still alive, despite being Nimblow's favorite food at this point. It might be something entirely different. You can really just assume, but there does seem to be some tension.
I will ask the whisper. Do you present these initiates prior to the test any holy text or scripture? Or is this
No.
itself the test?
In ages past, reaching this place was a test of its own. Knowing of this place, the first step.
Well,
The door
we
took the
have-
time.
Violent danger to survive. What has changed? Really?
As he shrugs. All right then. Let's see if we can survive.
All right. If the smart one says we do it, I listen.
Right.
All right. Armor first.
Mm-hmm. Rogar?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
All right. We'll open the door.
Right.
Initiative tracker here.
You open the room, revealing. Is this description wrong again? Give me a second.
Oh, yeah, right. Scout.
Heaving mass pours out.
No, I'm being confused because the description is describing the giant jade statue at the end here, but it's saying at the eastern end of this long room, which I'm pretty
Classic.
sure that is the western end.
Yep. Classic error.
Okay. At the western end of this long room stands a giant jade statue of a cracked and chipped skeleton in a burial shroud. The skull clenches a bundle of swamp weeds in its teeth. Built into the walls are several narrow slits and stone doors.
Hmm.
Well, you can't see either from your current position.
Well,
Then we'll change our current
Seems-
position.
safe enough. Oh, this guy's
From
coming
behind
both.
you-
Alright.
From behind you, the whisper from the lady's whisper comes. Approach the statue and kneel.
Oh, my old knees don't really do that for foreign gods. You see, dark, vile menaces of the universe is not.
Yeah, this was a test of violence.
Actually, finish your move, Dante. All right.
Both.
Are you gonna move or
I
stay
was trying.
All right, stop. As you move into this room, suddenly there appears to be motion from behind the narrow slits in the wall as we will enter initiative.
All right. Everyone throw your scout bonus on. Like, I recommend putting it on your hotbar.
Yes.
Nice.
You rolled three initiatives, Jones. How did you do that?
Did I?
Is it the same? They're all the same.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Oh,
It is unclear. Broga, it is then you who first notices the faint, shadowy figures behind the arrow slits.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're gonna move. Yeah. There. Reach out to Dancer and casts heroism. Seems like one of those 10 minutes, you know? And just gets away from these arrow slits here. I feel like I'm pretty good cover. So that's a turn.
All right, Torfin. You also notice behind you the door slamming shut.
which behind me? All the way
The door you
down.
came through.
Ah, sure. Well, Skelly said to kneel. I will kneel before the statue. See if anything happens.
Right, the statue seems thoroughly unimpressed.
Great. Oh wait. Cool. Let's see. I have an idea. Yeah. I will cast. I'll cast invisibility on myself. Rank 4. So it lasts a minute and does not end on hostile actions. I am visible. And yeah, I'm done.
All right. This specter here will shuffle over and then shoot through the arrow slit with what appears to be a ghostly blowgun, shooting an equally ghostly dart at Dancer. That's a crit.
I'll twist, make it a normal hit.
It is a nat 20.
Oh.
So sadly, it will remain a crit for 62
Holy
void and
shit.
poison.
Seems bad.
And in addition to a will save, please. That's a crit success. You are fine. The ghostly essence of the projectile attempts to corrupt you, but you're better than that. And then with its third action, it will take a second shot at Amina, which misses terribly. Amina.
Could I use barreling charge to try and crash through this door?
You can attempt to, but these doors look sturdy, unlike anything you've seen before.
I figured as much. I kind of assumed that the open action would fail. So I'll try to make an athletics check. You get out of this fucking room. 31.
No, you try to force your way through the door, but it just refuses.
God damn. Shit. I guess I'll try again. Because we need to not be in this room. Come on. No, even worse. Oh, that's me.
As a spectre scooch over, it can only really see Dancer. So it will shoot at him. That is just a hit.
I will dodge out of the way.
Alright, then that is a miss. Second, that's a nat 1. Dancer.
Okay, well, maybe we don't need to force our way through. So we'll move here and try to pick this door open.
The door has no visible keyhole.
Does this one have a visible key?
No, but this one looks slightly different. Less sturdy.
Okay. Then he'll call over to Armina and says, "We could probably break this one down." I mean, I have no way of doing anything here, so I will attempt to hide, I suppose. Get out of,
Right, I will roll your stealth. And you feel pretty confident about being unseen currently.
Yeah.
Right, this spectre. It can see Armina there. Roga has pretty hefty cover currently. You are in a second range increment.
That's the goal.
I believe it should do that automatically. It seems like it does. Third range increment even. But that is a hit.
I'll shield block, but that'll still just hit me anyway.
14 void and poison. And a will save. You succeed. You feel your mind being, well, in a pretty bad place. You're stupefied 2 for 1 hour. Yes, this Spectre, it can sort of see Roga, although you will have, I'll say, lesser cover. No, not this. Roga has lesser cover. Logan, that's just it.
Don't please over these doors.
Trying.
For
I can't.
22.
I've tried, but I can't.
Yes, I take that damage.
We'll try and remind people that this is like a trial/puzzle, so
Mm-hmm.
I will
maybe
say
listening to the device might help.
I
I will take a guidance or any blessings to.
Roga
maybe
is
crash through the
perfectly
store better.
fine.
Hmm.
In fact, you are immune to any future attempts here.
Good.
Nice.
He'll try his second at map. No. His third at map. No. This guy can't see anyone. He's going to phase through the wall. And probably just engage, honestly. We'll attempt to touch Roga. He looks more holy. No, not cover. Go away.
I'm quite holy.
With a vile touch. That is a miss. The Spectre.
I'm with that
Don't see
vile
anyone.
fiends.
Gonna come through the wall as well. Engage Amina. That's a crit miss. Roga.
All right. Well, it's time to get this started. So I suppose I will cast a heal spell. And I'll use 3 actions to make it. Maybe an 8. Boom. And this is healing for us, damage for the undead. In addition to 5 persistent fire damage. Should they not succeed there? What should save? Not critical.
30
succeed
foot
that one.
emanation.
Yes, I put it down, but it's not got rid of it again. So there we go.
Okay, that only hits those two then. That's a crit fail.
Nice.
That's also a crit fail.
Right, so I guess they take double damage,
They'll take double.
and then also 5 persistent fire. And it's like holy good damage, right? So vitality, if they hate that.
They seem, well, not resistant to it. Probably the
That's
important
good.
bit.
Burn, both of you fools. The other one too.
Yeah, I'm trying to give. Ah, there we go. It's being a bit dodgy. All right, they burn. They are lit up. The entire chamber, for a brief moment, actually gets illuminated.
Oh.
And then it is Torfin's turn.
Do this all day.
All right. Well, sure. I will put. Wait, actually, now that I can actually see a creature, can I get my free recall knowledge here?
Yes, yes, you can. It
Uh,
would be a religion.
Yeah, these are ghosts. So
They are specters. You know they're ghosts, so they can phase through walls. They apparently have blowguns, but your expertise doesn't really cover them very well at all.
okay. I will cast runic compression to put ghost touch on my bow. Then wish the UI was a little bit. There we go. Then I will spell strike a vitality lash at one beside Rogar here. So let's see if I hit first. Well, that's
Nice.
a crit. So this is the bow damage, which is ghost touched, and then I need to make a save for this vitality lash damage. So basic fortitude.
What did I click? Oh, I clicked damage again.
Oh, wait.
What
Yeah.
did I do? There, damage. All right. And then he has to do a fortitude save.
Yeah, it fails.
That
So
he
take
fails
20 vitality damage.
as he just is incinerated by the arrow.
Great.
With a wail, the specter disappears.
That is me.
Amina.
All right. It was this door that Dancer that was probably weaker.
Yep, seemed like.
Yes. Also looking over the door to your east here.
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well.
Does look different than the double doors as well. A bit less ornate.
Yeah, am I able to? I was wondering about that, but also Rogar is there, so I don't really. Can I do that from his square, or like the
you'd have
adjacent
to-
square?
You have to move adjacent, then you can spend an action to attempt to open the door.
I think I'll just try to crash through this one again because that's like where most of the party is closest to, and also where those ones came from. So makes more of them have to move towards us if they want to pursue.
Right?
So yeah, he's barreling charge. Try to, come on, please. That's 20.
With all your force, you smash into the door that wasn't locked in the first place.
Well, 2 actions, but I still get to just like crash through things as I go. So, I believe it's just 1 move, but let me check and make sure. Stride. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So that was 5, 20, 25. So I can do 1 more. Ah, hello. And then, yeah, we'll just get up right next to these guys. I don't know why, for some reason, my dark vision isn't applied properly, even though I'm attuned to the, or invested to the obsidian goggles. I'm not sure.
I can probably fix that.
Oh, maybe I have to.
Vision.
Ah, no, never mind. I just figured it out. So,
Oh, you figured it out? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You're next to one of the specters.
mm-hmm.
Do you have actions left?
No, because it's 2 actions to do aggressive charge.
Okay. Well,
And even if
what I
I
was waiting for.
did it just normal, it would have been a move, open door, and then move again. So either way.
All right. This specter has no target it can see, so it will move out, look around, spot Roger as the only thing it can possibly spot currently, and go attack him.
Okay.
Misses.
No.
Dancer.
Aha, I see targets.
Skulking in the shadows.
Yes. Well, move out of the shadows.
Do you sneak?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I might as well. I move
Okay.
it. I move at full
They
speed.
do not.
So
They do not seem to notice you.
good. Well, let's do some killing then. They are off guard. Rogar. And my sneakiness, I suppose. Let's give it a go. Yes. 24 damage, ghost touch, and fire on the dude on the left. Okay,
Nice. Seems very resistant to your precision damage, though.
right,
Like immune to it.
again.
But the pure salt skills are almost enough.
Oh, that's it.
Alright, this specter. And now that you've revealed yourself,
Yeah.
it can blowgun you.
That's
By you, I mean Dancer.
The provoke if Armina is next to it.
It's
different
this
guy.
Oh,
one.
it's over there.
I'm in the same chamber, but it's just like, nah.
That is just a hit.
Dodge out of the way.
Alright, that makes it a miss. And a crit miss. This one next to Amina will just face through the wall, really. It will provoke.
Yep, I'll take that. Here's a question I have. If I have an extra reaction specifically for reactive strike, could I take them both at once? Is that a thing?
No, you can't.
Can't use the same trigger for 2 reactions.
Okay. Cool.
But
I've
two
never
separate
had multiple
triggers you can,
reactions for it, so I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been very strange. That is it. 12.
12 damage.
Will phase through the wall, see a new target, and use its last action to touch.
That's fine. It's just feeding these to Rogar's Nova instead of having them shoot you through the.
Keep exploding,
slits.
Roger.
Yeah.
Send
Send this other guy
more.
your way too.
More power.
This specter will disengage. And I mean that merely as a flavor descriptor to he strides over here. And then blowgun at Dancer. 36. 21 void and poison. And a will save. You are perfectly fine and immune to any future attempts.
Oh.
And the second at map, just a hit.
No.
Full.
Is that including the dodge you took?
It's only for the
19.
triggering attack. It doesn't stay. It's not like shield block.
Doesn't stay.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Also, Amina, barreling through doors repeatedly is something I very much like. Heavy weapon.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
And at the end of the Spectre's turn, he burns. I said he.
Takes no damage.
Taking no damage.
I
Burn.
find that hard to believe that an attack that is specifically like against undead does not affect a ghost.
Hmm.
So you know what? He burns. I am God here.
Right.
Said just die.
Just deleted him.
The system is rebelling.
Roga, I believe it's your turn.
Founder is doing an. Actually,
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, sheep.
Well, it's going to do this. Big damage.
Ooh.
See if we can hit something. Maybe it's behind some of these
kablamo.
further little
Jesus.
That's true. There are arrow slits. Right?
air slits, right?
The arrow slits are very good cover, though. Your divine blast will not penetrate.
Well, I still target 2 of them.
Yeah, you still hit these 2. That's a crit fail.
I
And a
like
failure.
those. We like those. Yeah.
A crit fail means they take full damage.
That is second 2. I also slowed 1.
Second 2, slowed 1. And this guy is second. Alright.
Oh, while it is second, it's also slowed 1. So it has to throw both second, not just.
Yeah, it is rough. I mean,
Yeah.
crit fails are bad.
Mm.
All right.
You blast them. Anything else?
Yeah, I would like to move. Here, maybe ish. Maybe there's a chance I can actually, like, shoot through some of these arrow slits the other way. Or is that just impossible?
You can, but they have greater cover.
Okay. Yep, that's that.
Dolphin.
Get rid of this.
Alright. I will recharge and lay into the ghost right in front of me with another Vitality Lash. Let's see here. That's a miss. Oh well. It's a 2. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, so. That's me.
Alright, the Spectre up here. It does see a Roga, so it's gonna shoot its spectral blowgun at Roga. That's a miss. That is a miss. That is also a miss. Amina.
All right. One more guy here who's just camping. So we'll move and get in his face.
Is a hit.
18 damage. Second attack with map. 1 for 20. So, all right. And now I'm in his grill. That's me.
All right. Oh, I skipped this specter. This specter is sickened and slowed. That is an issue. We'll attempt to at least get rid of one of the sickened. So that's a 4. Oh god, it's like no chance. No, it's not gonna work. Alright, it's gonna try to touchdown here. Ooh, okay. It's an 18
Yeah.
for 13 void damage. And I guess do a second strike. Which misses. Dancer.
Well, one to the south of me. Off guard thanks to being next to people I know. And see if we can hit it. Yeah.
You can. Striking through it.
Yeah. Hit again. 3. And let's see if we can do it a third time. No, we could not. I am done.
This specter next to Amina will phase through the wall to escape her.
I'll take an op.
That's a crit.
Heck yeah.
34
damage.
Slice. It is still barely coherent. Corporeal? Consistent?
I should put the off guard as well. Or
Yeah.
Good point. We'll go here and attempt to blow gun at Rogar. 36.
Blow a
Gotta
gun.
try again.
That
God
hits.
damn it.
28 avoid and poison. You did crit succeed already, so and a second attack. That's a miss. This specter here, I mean, really has no chance to save against the second, so it's just gonna try to strike down here. Although it's probably gonna try to hit Rogar instead. It's gonna go here and flank Rogar. Like he does evil divine stuff. No.
Good divine stuff.
No. Rogar.
All right, time for another one.
Oh, by the way, the guy hit, he's off guard. Debilitations, I forgot.
This guy?
That guy.
Okay.
Yes, Rogar, yes.
More healing. Bright light.
Get me off the brink a bit.
Success. This guy fails, he takes full. And burns. This guy succeeded.
Burn,
Takes half.
baby, burn.
And
The other guy
burns.
crit succeeded.
Disco Inferno.
And burns, yeah.
Mhm.
He burns more literally than the other one.
Not
Crit
allegorical.
success,
like-
I can't do anything about.
Mhm.
All right. And you
It
guys
is
heal
very
too, right?
satisfying to.
Yeah, I got a little bit of healing there, thank you.
I don't think I can because it's the walls.
Now the walls block line of effect for these things.
Ooh, Torfin.
It's very satisfying to feed them into the paper shredder that is Rogar.
Shoot him normally, because he's almost dead. Yeah. I
You
rolled a
rolled a 2
1
and a 1 on-
2.
Value.
I mean, it is a hit.
Yep.
Thanks to Amina's crit, it is in fact a hit.
15. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, another one, because I didn't use spell strike. Well, 4.
We
Oh,
really are paying for our rolls from last session now.
What do you mean we are?
We are, because everyone critted like up and down every battle last time.
You know, opening that door was pretty impressive.
Logan shots against
Yeah.
Roga.
Let's say this is just for opening the door.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
really
That's,
shouldn't have
that's a
happened.
net 20.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
the net 20 makes that a hit, not a crit.
Mhm.
Not 20.
27 avoid and poison.
Rogar.
Okay, I'll heal that.
I mean,
All right. Now they've all left. They're probably just going to kite back
Yeah,
in
I'm
again.
gonna
but
go
whatever.
back in. What are these ghosts doing here?
Ghosts.
Ghost.
You get this one.
Oh,
Rogue.
yeah. Are we still seeing shots coming in from this one?
Yeah.
Like from this side?
Yeah.
Ah,
I feel like I should
yeah.
just keep doing my job and,
No,
and feed
kill
them into the AoE.
kill off the one over there if you can. That's one less ghost that we would have to deal with.
Let's see.
Need to minimize damage.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so close to death there. Yeah, sure. All
It's
right.
also off guard, so that's a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
Hey!
Even with a 3.
Hits.
21 damage.
Hey!
and you
Yeah.
strike through him as he dissolves.
Actually, I had enough movement to get here, so I'd do that. And then just to like face tank these arrow slits and then strike.
Okay. Then this cultist Spectre.
Bad time.
I mean, it's not flanking anymore, which is an issue. It is also horribly sick. It'll give this... Lord. It'll try to get rid of the second 25. I don't think it's enough.
No.
And then it'll weakly swing at Rogue and actually hit. Wow.
Impressive.
21.
Ouch.
And it burns. No, you do take 5 damage. Hello?
Burn,
Okay.
baby, burn.
He keeps burning. Dancer.
Alright, yes. And the Victor Salt Spire from Rogar. Yes, we will attack the Spectre. Yes.
Nice.
Nat
Okay.
20. You beat his AC by 20.
Low damage on the crit though, but
I'm
but
still
here we are.
missing, and their AC's at low. Oh my god.
I hit on like a 3, but I have
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is sickened too, and also flanked
Yeah.
because of gang up, so his AC is like lowered by 4.
Mhm. We will keep killing. Oh well.
These
No.
guys have had pretty low
We will
AC in
keep
general.
killing. Nope.
No.
They can still miss because I roll 4s.
Map plus low rolls.
Ah.
Always possible.
Roger.
Yeah. Let's do another healing. But some of us a little bit hurt.
Yeah.
More heal.
Wow.
Only 20.
So another
would-
free action heal.
Yep.
Oh,
He
thank you.
fails.
Nice. This is where I'd heal my damage if I had some.
Right, Torvin.
He's close to death now.
Well, let's see. I will shoot him and recharge my spell strike at the same time. How about that? The shooting star. That's a crit.
That's crit.
So please die.
Burn, baby,
Oh,
burn.
he does die.
Nice.
Well, alright, 1 action, spell strike's back, I have 2 actions left. Can't see any. I mean,
One more in the north.
I can go over and open the door for you if you want.
Yeah.
Over here, and I will open the door. To the right.
Opening the door takes an action.
Yeah, I have
He has 2
this. I have 2 left.
Do you have 4 action? Oh, shooting. Oh,
Shooting star recharges because the
shooting star is an attack. It's not something you.
no, it's
okay.
yeah,
Yes. You open the door.
and then that's my turn.
The Spectre will shoot Armina with its blowgun.
Excellent. No.
No. No. Also no.
Almost, but the last one. Impressive.
Armina.
Cool. I'll thank you, Torfin. Bonk. So I can now get here in a single move. Use a second move to go over here and attack. Actually, you know what? No, I'll just attack. Wait, if they're incorporeal, can I step through it without using barreling charge?
No.
Okay.
It's fine. I can still shoot it from your side.
Yeah. Think about Dancer. Pretty tight choke point here.
Dancer.
But that's okay. I'd rather take tank and then maybe it goes into the room you guys are in.
Theoretically, you can melee attack them like through the arrow slits, but they would have greater cover, which is like
So,
+4 to HP.
There's no, I can't get past yours, right?
No, not unless you have a feature to move through enemies.
No. Well, I can tumble potentially. I'll move here and attack through the slit, I guess. Was it here I needed to be, sheep?
Yes.
Alright. Poke through the slit.
It is an awkward fit, but
I mean, their AC is pretty bad, so you still have a reasonable.
That's my hope.
chance.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that's a crit. Okay.
Still.
well, I didn't target him because I can't see him, so that might not be a crit.
Oh, no, that would be a normal hit.
Yeah. Suspected as much. And that's a miss, and maybe a nat 20. No. Ah, done.
You did
You
move,
moved.
so
Yeah.
you already spent move and 2 attacks.
You
Roger.
hit it, right? Do you want to
Alright.
apply the off guard?
Yep. It's off guard. Anything I hit is off guard unless I state otherwise.
Mhm.
Hit the last one over there. Over here. Can I see it for the slit? Like, can I? Target?
Yes, barely.
And we will use a 2-action heal. Just meant to cause it harm. Versus the undead.
I don't know how these walls work. I think I deleted something I shouldn't have.
No.
I think you can now walk through the wall, so please don't.
Duh.
Crit fail. It takes double damage.
And burning.
Nice.
Not that much, but you know. It's something.
And burning.
Maybe that should let maybe Torfin finish it off if it doesn't.
Try.
Dolphin.
Alright. Okay, I will spell strike vitality slash at it. Probably has cover, soft cover.
Yes, the lesser cover from Amina.
But we shall see. Oh, just a hit. So bow damage and then spell, which they'll need to do a basic fortitude save for.
Alright. Low damage. What do you say? Succeeds. Takes half.
Yep. I rolled 3 ones in that damage. That's crazy. Yeah, that's me.
It is the Spectre's turn, who will escape through the wall.
Will he now?
Get
Attempt to.
Nice.
And get sliced down where he stands.
Oof.
As the room around you is once again quiet.
It's always embarrassing dying on your own turn.
Yeah.
Combat is over.
Just to be thorough, Armina will check the ends of this hallway, just to make sure there's no, like, I don't know, symbology or a lever or something like that, and then come back.
I want to take
You
10
don't-
minutes to do
You don't spot anything like that. No.
battlefield medicine, to just do
Okay.
medicine.
Yeah, a little patch up would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, as you pass back past these doors, you do hear a slight grinding noise, as if the locks are unlocking.
Armina does like a quick little like attention whistle, just like a little that we, have a little visual code that we do when stealthing, just to be like, hey,
Mhm.
attention, points towards the door.
Mhm.
And well, I guess just like ready by it if it opens.
And now that you have a moment, I mean, you can also see text written above the doors to your north and the ones to your south.
Mm.
But you cannot understand its meaning. Actually, you do speak Eklo.
Yes, I've learned Eklo. It's come
Yeah.
up a lot.
As it turns out, this is also appropriate here. The doors to the north say failure.
Mm.
The door to your south says cleansing.
Hmm. She frowns at that. And the grinding, unlocking sound is coming from the failure door?
Well, that's the one you passed by. It stands to reason that it might also have happened to this other one.
Gotcha.
I don't suppose you could humor me all by kneeling before this, perhaps?
By what, sorry?
If you could humor me by kneeling before the statue.
Mm.
No, I would rather not.
Fair enough, then.
I get some healing. I missed.
You did.
Yeah,
Oh,
it did
You got
15.
15.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do another 10 minutes.
Yep.
Which I will do.
I'll be right back.
Another 90.
All right.
That should do for the most part, right?
Missing 15 health, but I can probably survive. All right. As it takes a look at the doors. Failure? Nope. Cleansing? Absolutely. Poke this door open.
All right. As far as you can tell, it is the same sort of heavy stone door you've seen in other places. You don't spot any traps. And as you push on it, it does open with some resistance, but it does open, revealing a small chamber with two grime-crusted copper tubs devoid of any water, standing against the southern wall. You also notice that they do seem to be standing in front of your favorite type of door, the secret type.
He will move a tub to the side and then access the secret door.
All right. With a grind, the door, the tub moves to the side and the door opens.
Answer gives the secret door found motion. In here.
Just a big wave.
Yep.
Actually, you can keep moving. Stop. Stepping into this natural cave, natural chamber, you can see that the ceiling bears 7 holes, no larger than a human finger each.
I'm back.
And as you approach, you do notice that that smells like a trap to you.
Mm-hmm.
likely something having to do with poison gas. But you do notice it early enough.
Can I disable said trap?
You think you probably can. There appears to be a mechanism attached to it, as far as you can see. Or just plugging the nozzles might also just be easier.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, disable the trap. If any way that works, I am happy to do that. And I will proceed to plug the nozzles.
All right, give me a thievery as you do.
Hmm.
Although getting to them is also an issue. You could climb with an
Yes.
athletics.
No, I have spider walk shoes.
All right, then it is no issue at all.
Yes. As Dancer clicks his heels, and you see this weird web sort of spread out on his feet and hands, and he will just walk on the wall over.
All right.
Brilliant.
And yeah, it is trivial. This is not a trap that threatens anyone of your caliber.
Oh. Now that he knows there are traps abound, he will move more cautiously. Here. This.
This appears to be the other side of another secret door.
Okay. He will slowly, very carefully, sneakily open the secret door so he can sort of peek out, because he doesn't want to, you know, end up in a bad place. Just see where it goes.
Sorry, repeat that. What's your goal here?
I want to sneakily peek outside. I don't want to fling this open because I don't know where this leads. Might lead like into Belcora's like bedroom or something, and I don't want to necessarily.
All right, it is going to be difficult because there's like a complicated mechanism, but you can attempt to at least. I'll check for you.
Yeah.
And you can like slow it down as to be less obvious at least.
I have ageless patience. I can be very slow.
Yeah, very slow. And you sort of peek through, revealing what appears to be a long, narrow hallway. But not just the long and narrow hallway that you can be depicted here, but as you look into it, at first it seems like stone. Then suddenly there's a bit of a shift. The walls grow a stark white, and suddenly flash images, familiar images to Dancer, in fact, swirling upon them. Some blurry, distant, others pretty sharp and clear. They depict scenes that you recognize. There's a scene depicting one of the like evenings in Otari in the Rowdy Rockfish, where you remember having quite a bit of fun, drinking with Roga and whatnot. There's even scenes from, well, earlier perhaps even, as you took your long rest and rested deep in the bowels of the darkness, you still found a quiet place. A variety of scenes of quite pleasant memories, actually. And some of the more blurry ones, your past. The adventures you might have had in Absalom. Most, perhaps not the most pleasant memories for Dante specifically, but there definitely were moments of, some rest at least. And those appear to feature quite frequently in the blurring images on the wall. Give me a will save.
28.
And yet you see these images for what they are. They're an attempt to distract you, to lull you into a sense of perhaps longing to a simpler time, perhaps slowing down your reactions. A cunning ploy to play to your desires for, fun and tranquility and those sorts of things.
All right. If he leans out, like looks around the corners here of the corridor.
I'll put you there. You do see a door to each side.
Very mysterious. As it comes back in, the others and says, "Well, there seems to be some sort of illusion corridor that shows you images of, relaxation to try to lull you into sleep, I think, or somehow dull your senses. So maybe not go in there. 2 doors on each side of the corridor leading away. Cannot see anything except that. This does seem to be off the beaten track. Then again, might be part of the trials. It is hard to say.
When you say 2 doors on either side, do you mean there's like 2 doors on the left and 2 doors on the right, or 2 doors in total, one each?
2 doors in total.
Okay. Maybe we should check out the other side.
Yes, maybe. It did say failure above the door, so I assume there's some sort of punishment.
Mm.
That's up to you. But the rest of you might also risk fall under the sway of the mirages in the corridor.
Might just try blinding myself if it's a straight line.
Yep, that might be a
Feel
pretty
on the
good idea.
walls.
I mean,
There's a door over here as well, I believe, so we don't have to go into the corridor if we don't want to.
Stupefy. Can I just try to fix that stupefy on you? Is that
It's not really a big deal for me.
okay?
Like, if you could do it, then sure, but I wouldn't waste a spell slot on it.
It's just on the staff. I got a clear second level clear mind. So
Yeah, I mean, I never do int whiz and charisma checks or spell casting. So the only thing on there that'd be worth getting would be will saves. But
it seemed
You
like otherwise you might fall asleep in here easily.
yeah. So like, wouldn't hate it, but it's pretty minor compared to what this is on
Hold up the staff.
some other characters.
I tried to counteract the stupefied with a cleanse mind spell.
Cleanse mind.
Just get rid of this. I'll try to get a second level spell. Clear mind. It is. Do
Does that
fleeing, frightened, or stupefied.
Does that reduce it by 1 or just get rid of it?
Depends on the DC, which sheep knows.
Ah,
Which depends on the level of the thing that cost it.
Yes. What level spell did you use to?
Second level.
Second level, that is a success. That is, in fact, a critical.
Oh.
Which means, yes, that is enough.
nice. Ah, thank you.
Well, just
Ugh.
I guess I'll avert my gaze as I walk through here if we're going through here. Or attempt to.
Left or right?
You attempt to not look at the memories, the pleasant memories. You know, the vague scenes that you try not to look at, but you're pretty sure they resemble like looking at the stars together with Ren. Your journey here, perhaps. The cloudless skies. But you don't look at those. Like it's obviously a trick.
Yeah.
Give me a will save regardless.
Yeah.
You do get a +2
okay.
from averting your gaze.
This is a magical effect, yes.
Yes.
Is
very
the
much
avert
so.
is that a circumstance bonus?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't need to worry about if it's magical or not because it overrides. Oh, well, yeah. I have resolve, so.
Nice.
You are not entranced by the nice imagery.
Which way was the good way to answer?
I don't know. They're equal, completely equal.
Yeah,
It seems.
yeah.
Let's go this way. Guys.
Perhaps wait for the others.
Armina's straight up going to blind herself. She has blind fighting. She can feel along walls. I ain't looking at this. Terrible
Alright.
will saves.
Don't look at them.
Nope. I will take all the penalties of being blind.
Avert my eyes. It's fine. So I gotta do will savior.
On a +2 if you're burning your eyes.
2.
Oh wow!
Good at will
Everyone,
saves.
everybody
Every-
critting.
Everybody critting. All right.
Master of
Let's open
will.
this door.
Master.
Right. You open the door,
Oh, hello.
revealing a
Ah,
large chamber, pretty much identical to the entrance, with the Lady's Whisper already waiting for you. She turns. I think almost with some surprise isn't exactly the right word. Mix of surprise and disappointment, perhaps. She turns towards you and says, "So you've chosen the short way. It appears, however, all of you are still alive."
don't
She-
exactly have a map, but nice to know we're being efficient.
Then you shall face the second challenge, which is the way you've just came from. Face your failures. Face your powerlessness.
Hmm.
And reflect.
Hmm.
These doors to the south here look impassable.
They sure look closed. There's also a wisp sitting right here. The other one.
God, I didn't know.
Whee!
Wait. Places.
Place-
Oh,
yeah.
Whew.
You guys are up. You guys are.
And then glow menacingly.
Where's the stage
Yeah.
lines for them to flow?
Yeah, exactly. People.
I give the stage manager a sympathetic look.
It's like when you opened the door to a new area in Oblivion. Like everyone just ran to their places. Like, oh god.
Well, if it's back the way we came, we've already faced this. So
Time to blind myself again.
Be-do-be-do.
Give me a second.
yeah.
Dancer, as you're moving through this room once more, you do notice that there appears to be another secret door right here.
Aha!
Mm.
Most excellent. Dancer will open the secret door.
Right, you find a rock in the wall that is slightly darker amidst the swirling visions. And the door does open. You do, however, notice, Dancer, you can open this door from this way, but there does not seem to be a mechanism on the inside to open it should it close again.
Can I sabotage the door to make it unable to close?
That would be very difficult. The doors in this place have been very powerful, and whatever mechanism propels them, equally powerful. You'd have to, like, barricade it, basically, which is not a quick affair.
Well, we do have copper tubs up there. Stack 2 copper tubs in each other and then, like, slam it into the door. That would probably do it, right?
We take the javelin of lightning and put the like spear tip part of it in the gap where the like door hinge is, right? And then it's going up against the strength of a magic item if it wants to try and close.
You could attempt to.
That's will poke his head out here for a second. These bowls where reeds hang out in, do they look movable?
No, they look like part of the structure.
Bah. Boring. Uh, yeah, I think the copper tubs is a good one. If I had an adamantine weapon, I would cut down the statue with the reeds up there and just stuff it in the door. I don't respect this damn temple and this foul goddess.
So is it just that it's so close when you go through it, or what?
Well, I don't know. I would be trapped on the other side potentially.
Does it seem like you have a locking mechanism? Like, can you see, like, because if the door's open, can you see, you know, anything that might do that?
It does not appear to be anything of the sort.
Maybe magic. Well, okay. In that case, as long as one of us is in the hallway, then we can open the door again, kind of like a fire escape. So someone can take a peek through and see what's down the hall.
Someone, yes.
I
You
could
know
take
what?
a
I'll
look.
do it.
No,
Then I
no.
can not be blind. Okay, it winds round most of the way to like not quite as far as this corridor, but towards the left, and then bends down, going south again.
Okay.
Gonna take a peek that way.
Right, as you pass approximately there, Dante, you do notice the secret door closing.
Ah, it's closing. He will call out.
Yep. Yeah, as expected. Can you like jam it or whatever?
He will attempt to open the secret door.
It opens with some grinding noises, but it does.
Having
There we go. Look at
carefully
that.
now
Okay.
studied the door open and close, would he think that the tubs would be enough to stop it?
Give me a crafting check.
Sure.
What the hell?
Let's consider
Okay.
this. 2.
I mean, they were made out of copper, but fairly thin, and these doors seem magical.
What do you think, Torfin?
It also closed again.
Oh, I'll open it again.
I think.
Is this a secret door over here?
Could be. You're fairly certain it is, in fact.
Yes. It's the most obvious secret door, but Armina's still proud of herself. All right. Well, it basically just does a zigzag to a dead end, and then another secret door, that looks like this one. So we just have to commit if we want to go down that passageway. But it does go south, which looks like where we want to go. So I just don't like the idea of not having a way back.
Well, could Torfin doesn't? Well, I guess we can try to fashion something to keep the doors open here.
Well, what did my check give me at all? If it does.
What was the question? Sorry.
The same as dancers. About the door. Like, is
Sabotage
Often, you are absolutely certain that trying to block these doors would be a terrible idea because you are inside the sanctum of the god or the equivalent of a god or something worse than a god, and messing with stuff down here in that way might not be healthy.
Yeah, I figured as much, but now I will tell everyone as such. Maybe don't antagonize the god of nothingness if you want to live a life after this.
Oh,
I think we go for it. This goes south. We want to go south.
Sure, I will step in.
All right.
right.
Should I just stay here for a bit too?
Uh,
Well, I guess that's what the pretty colors want me to do.
yeah, maybe we should.
All right.
So-
Most of the scenes and images in the hallway do seem to be further to the west here. If Roger wanted to take a look what the hallway thinks are some of his favorite memories, then you could.
You wouldn't remember any of them.
Doesn't have any. It's just a blank.
Can't confirm
Well, the
if
best
any of
ones are
those
the ones
are.
when he was stinkingly drunk.
Yeah.
Like a movie about me
Behind
that I
you.
never know. Oh,
He's
boy.
immune to the
It's
effects
also
of that.
embarrassing.
Behind you, you hear a grinding noise as the door closes.
Okay. We will open this one.
All right. You open the door, revealing another hallway. This one, however, much wider than the last one. But again, the first glance you see the stone walls, the stone floor. Second glance, they turn almost canvas white before being filled with swirling and overlapping and shifting images. These ones, however, Amina doesn't see, assuming she still has her eyes closed. This is where you tell me if Amina still has her eyes closed.
I'm trying to decide because I'm not sure what she would have done. You know what? I'm just gonna roll for it. One, she had her eyes closed. Two, she opened them. Okay, she did not think to close them.
What you see swirling on the walls are things that have not yet happened. Terrible things. They vary from Amina seeing herself succumbing to some sort of disease, resting in bed but getting no rest as you slowly wither away from some malady, or perhaps more appropriate to the current situation, Belcora bending your mind, once again turning you to fight your friends, and you succeeding at doing that in the worst possible way. It is an assault of images that predict your failure. Give me a will save.
Come on. No.
It is a failure. Take 14 mental damage.
Okay. That could be worse.
Yeah.
And
Impossible.
And as the pain spikes into your mind, you also hear with it a voice. Not the voice of Lady's Whisper, but a different whisper altogether, ethereal and almost piercing, as if it is spoken quietly by something so powerful that even the tiniest voice just brings you pain. Let me take something from you, and I can stop the pain.
Armina will try to resist that. She'll try to block it out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be an actual invasion, more of an offer.
She'll step through, determined to rely on her own strength and the strength of her friends, not any mysterious third-party offers.
All right, you step. Give me another will save.
Yeah.
Failure. You take 18 mental damage.
All right. She will close her eyes again after this. Rely on her blind sight. Tells you everywhere you think you're gonna fail. Insecurities.
And you close your eyes. However, the images, while subdued, do remain. It effectively is the effect of averting your gaze, but the effect is very much mental. Right. You step. Give me a will save.
Oh my god.
You take double this.
Okay.
Ow.
Hold a sec.
Mm-hmm.
If it only affects you when you step. Orphan will walk into the room.
Right, you walk, and as you end your walk, give me a will save.
Yes.
Amina, as you take the damage, the offer repeats. Let me take something from you, and I can stop the pain.
All right.
Dolphin, you take 20. You hear the same offer.
That's fine. I will ignore that. I will move him up to my speed, which is what is that? 25.
Right. You walk over there. Give me a will save.
Yeah.
You resist the damage. You have seen scenes of your own failure as well. Your second death, this time permanent, as your planty body is pierced by an enormous spear. Your failure against Ebelcora fighting amongst pits of swamp water in a enormous room, perhaps, as she's surrounded by an enormous amount of wisps. Images like that. It is a promise what's to come by the most pessimistic of persons.
Yes. Well, I am undaunted as a Leshy. I've seen worse. I will keep going. 25. Yeah.
You move and round the corner.
Ah, hold on. Seems familiar.
We fell for the trap, and this is the way out. Probably.
Maybe.
Over there, you do see the walls. Oh god.
Ah!
That's a lot. That's
It's
too
a
much.
disco
Let's not do that.
inferno.
Fancy.
Enter the rave.
Over here, the images change. This, once again, scenes that perhaps cause, well, words. Scenes that are painful to remember, perhaps more literally than you would like. These ones are from your past. Minor decisions where you've just made a mistake, perhaps gotten lost, but also decisions that you regret greatly. Perhaps an old friend where you said words that you didn't mean to say and it really soured things, just playing over and over again.
Me when I
However,
try to sleep, remembering something I said 7 years ago.
Yeah, same.
however, yes.
It'd be
give me a
bad for
will save.
Dancer.
Sure.
You, however, know that this is just
Undaunted.
foul magics. The memories might be real as far as you can tell, but the pain, you learn from these kinds of memories, from these kinds of experiences.
Yes. Is the nature of them getting weaker as I'm walking along here, or stronger in the sense of like?
The strength appears to be similar, however, the type has changed. This,
Okay.
things that have happened, and the long hallway to the south, things that will happen.
Okay. Well, just to be 100% sure, gonna round the corner, which I can't see, but yes, okay.
Alright, give me a will save.
Yeah.
At that point, you might as well just loop back.
I
This,
will fail eventually. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
That is, in fact, a failure. You take 24 mental damage.
that's fine. Thorfinn will call out and say, "It loops around."
Can you go back in the corridor and open up for us?
Try. I will go through here and open. Well, I guess end my move here and open the door.
Right. Give me a. Where's the will save? Will save.
Yep. Ouch.
Take 19.
Alright. Open the door.
The door opens. Back to pleasant memories. Things that you are content remembering.
I will avert my gaze as I walk through here. I still need to make the saves.
In here, you are pretty fine.
Okay.
Actually, you do have to give me a save now.
Yeah.
But you do avert your gaze, so you get a +2.
Yeah.
And it does seem much easier to not be entranced by happy memories, as it turns out.
Yeah. Alright. I will go here and I will open the secret door, or attempt to.
All right, it opens.
It's open.
All right. Double back.
There we go. 3-star failures.
I believe there's probably something the other
At the
side.
end.
But
Yeah.
if I believe I can open it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Uh,
We should see if this qualifies though. Who can say?
hmm.
I think based on the layout so far, we qualify when we get to the.
The
She
other
sort of
side.
vaguely gestures southeast.
Yeah.
The next room.
All right.
I will drink one of my healing potions because I'm pretty hurt.
And just heal up, right? With surgery.
Sure, if you 10 minutes, but probably in the
Surgery for
cor-
that mental damage you took.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe in the
called
secret
therapy.
corridor, so we don't.
A cold compress or something.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, sure.
No reason spending consumables if you don't have to.
Mm. Is Dr. Rogar in the house?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm gonna go here so Denza can also be here. Since he refuses to come close.
Hmm.
There we go.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. That's much better. Nice.
Oh,
Sure.
thank you.
All right.
Just 10 minutes of fixing up.
All right.
There we go.
I will,
So we'll open the door.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
good
open the
alcohol
door,
does great for regrets.
seeing the skeletal figure still standing there, unmoving. She slowly turns her head with an expression that Council is pretty sure is one of just infinite patience and does not suggest that you have in fact succeeded in the challenge.
Wow.
Yeah. all right.
Mm.
I'm going
bitch.
to go back. Before I step out, I'm going to pull it in my bag for the Bravos brew that we have,
Yay.
and I will drink it.
Oh,
We probably all do we need to go through.
Um,
I would like to, if you're okay with it, Torfin, like, let's set up like a little rope harness for you,
sure.
just in case. Can pull you back in here
Didn't
if we need to.
Torfin already go through?
I went through the other to the left to match the
Yeah.
door in the corridor, but there's probably something to the right down here.
Yeah, had we not found the secret door, we would have started
Had to go
there
through
and
the whole
looped back around here.
Mm.
So he found the like reverse engineered
Yeah.
that.
So I
I got-
basically invalidated the secret pathway, but I mean it is me.
But only for
so-
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I will attempt to move my speed.
And we gained information out of it.
Alright. You're once again assaulted by images of your impending failure. Give me a
Yep.
will save.
All right, I am undaunted, and I have the Bravos brew.
Nice.
And in fact you resist. Also, at this distance, you do see that between all the overlapping images of terrible things happening, there does appear to be a door at the end of this hallway.
All right, like here.
Yes. One that was not visible further away because of all the images and whatnot.
Move over to it.
Right. Give me another will save.
There.
Take 20 mental damage.
I'll open the
And-
door.
Touching the part of the wall does open it into a room that is bare and white and plain. No flashing images in this one.
Step in.
And you are no longer assaulted by anything, really. There's an almost tranquility in this small room.
I'll call out. There is a way over here.
You think you can open the door in the main chamber? Maybe we don't have to go through all of us.
I am loath to open this door in case
Um,
there's something else waiting.
Yeah, we shouldn't
I-
leave Torfin out like this.
I can go. It's fine.
Whoop.
It's the worst thing I've ever done.
you have to save every time you move, so
Right.
Every time you
Yes.
end your move. Yeah.
should be
Move.
So start from my square. And
You're
then
there.
there you
So
go.
1 there. Give me a will save.
Yeah.
You take 21 mental damage.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Hmm.
Can I make it for the?
Yes, you can.
Is that not a save or is it good in here?
you're fine in
No.
here.
In there, it seems to be fine.
I saw nothing.
Tuh.
The oh boy. He found out one time now. At a really party, he did some really wild stuff and got incredibly drunk. But turns out there was no alcohol at the party,
Yeah.
and
The
everyone
worst
else
thing,
knew. And we stacked
the-
them again.
the worst thing is that that hasn't happened yet, but that is going to happen.
Oh boy.
Oh no. He's
He's like,
himself as a teetotaler, completely sober for years.
There's
His liver gives out. That's how he goes.
Oh, oh no.
ever.
Oh.
All right. Well, Armina can feel where the rope's pulling, so she'll just close her eyes and sprint for it.
Yeah, I'll tug the rope.
There we go.
All right. You can,
Tug,
you
And
tug.
you
can
will
take
tell me
your
where
move.
the door is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 30. So 5. And then
Yes.
and here.
Stop. You do owe me a will save, but you do get a +2
Sure.
from averting your eyes. Also, Toffin for having figured this out. I have a hero point.
Hey.
Amina is fine.
Aha. Fancy, you might be able to make it in 1.
Not quite. Give me a will save.
I'm not. I don't have 45 movement, sadly.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. Is this a trap? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Aha! Trap finder helps me. Resist. No.
I think it prevented you from critical failing there, so that's
It
good.
prevented
Oh,
a
wow.
crit fail. Yes, you take 26 mental damage as
Well-
you see images of what sort of failure does Dancer really fear?
Dancer would fear. I think the thing he would fear the most is to fall back into the
Aggression,
darkness he
yeah.
came from. To become like an instrument of evil again. Like he's worked very hard to try to redeem himself, and feels like he's done really good things here. There's been a lot of horror, a lot of death, but we have genuinely saved people from very terrible things. A little girl, that dude that was strapped on the table. He's done good, and to see all of that come undone by him falling back into darkness would be his worst nightmare. He would rather die.
All right. Yeah, each of you, whenever you see those images, did hear the offer. Let me take something from you, and I can stop the pain.
Oh,
No shortcuts.
To make you numb, empty.
Dancer wipes some of the nose blood, you know. Ugh. Ugh. Hurts.
Oh, we made it.
Considering his attempt to worship Desna, because Desna hangs out in the same place that these creatures do, that seems bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Never consider space ever again.
I'm happy to continue going first, but given this seems to be a mental assault and I'm struggling more than the rest of you, maybe I'm not the best person to go first.
I can go first.
Do we need another heal, or are we looking?
I mean, if we have unlimited time, there's no reason not to, I guess.
we could probably take 10 minutes. I don't think unlimited, but 10 minutes
Yeah.
due to feats and whatnot really isn't as bad as
Yeah.
like the hour
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
otherwise take. So have a little. We'll top off.
I'll have it.
Let's
Thank you.
I will swap with Armina and
fix it at the same time.
on the door.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Sheep.
Sorry. What did you need from me?
I was open the door.
Opening the door. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door, seeing a familiar skeletal figure waiting for you, standing, rotating her head. Expression neutral, she observes as you once again enter here. As she says, "You have succeeded in 2 challenges. Your third awaits. You've shown a strength of body, not succumbing to the poison that so many initiates have. Strength of mind, to not succumb to what is, what was, what might be.
Might be. Oh, thank
Next,
God.
you will experience the origin of Nimbaloth. For she once lived on a world far, far away. A sliver of her home is past. She sort of points to the east towards the metal pipes. These are pipes, the poisonous essence of her home world void bracken. You do notice that they're the same pipes you've seen in the other places. However, these ones have their metal irises open. It would be a bit of a tight fit, but medium-sized creatures are able to enter them. And that is apparently what Lady's Whisper wants you to do.
What's this?
A large stone slab completely blocking the way forward.
Alright.
She continues, "Your challenge is simple. Enter the sliver of void bracken, survive, find the way to open the dam, and continue onwards."
Damn.
Yeah, we might need to top ourselves up if we're gonna go in some sort of hell swamp.
Yeah. Sure.
Mhm.
All right. Go over here then. I'll do another 10 minutes. Fix up.
Ooh. Nice.
I should do it right.
Nice. Yeah.
Alright.
Should we roll?
Well, I will squeeze in first then. It seems like a dancer's thing.
Wait. Come back.
Yes.
I am going to use my staff. It's not great, but I don't really know what type of damage is coming through here, but might as well use the staff because it doesn't really do much else at this level. But I will cast Resist Energy twice from it, and I will choose Acid on Dancer and Armina. So, how do I post this in chat?
Could we, before you do that, could we, with your knowledge of Nimbaloth and the Whispering Reeds, could we guess what type of world
Yeah,
she
I
came
guess
from?
using the Whispering Reeds, like Void Bracken sheep as a realm dimension, like what manner of realm is it even? Like,
Give me an occultism check.
sure. Uh,
There aren't any details, as well, there are few. It is a collection of stories and encounters, effectively. But you do find mention of the words, perhaps, that you've previously sort of discarded as not being too important. as far as you can understand it, it appears to be an area that is, well, Death Swamp summarizes it pretty well. A poisonous, semi-aquatic swamp land inhabited by enormous aberrations that call the waters their home. The air is toxic. The water, well, shouldn't drink it, suffice to say. And yeah, everything wants to kill you.
Okay.
Is it an
Are you able to
aquatic
do resist on
realm? Is this
poison?
like a swim speed requirement thing going on, or?
It very much sounds as if it is fairly aquatic, yes.
Oh,
can do that.
Swampy.
Well, I'll go back tomorrow.
that is the question. I guess I'll ask the Whisperer, like, do these tests need to be completed in a certain time, or can we return?
I suspect that if you do leave and return, you will find your way more difficult, as you are being observed. But Cora tends to be slow to act. Not that slow, however.
I can do it. I can swim.
I have a sea touch elixir. We'll give you 10 minutes of swim speed.
I just have it. I have the quick swim feat.
Ah, okay.
It might
Come
be
up a lot.
necessary for like Rogar or someone who might not be great at swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, swimming is
Yeah.
athletics, right?
But if
I
it's
don't
just like a wind through and open the door type situation, then might be able to do it alone.
I'm not great
Nope.
at swimming either, but I can, I suppose, depending on the
I
difficulty.
mean, from the
Over
description,
here
it
is the
seems to be-
plate mail penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Rogar having it would be a good idea. If nothing else, just to be able to heal bot as we suffer through it.
Also, sheep. I also have bottled air, so I guess
Oh, yeah.
I'll. If the air is indeed toxic, maybe for someone who isn't as fortuitous might want to use it.
It would be helpful for me, who has a very bad fortitude save.
I don't even know if it that's how it works, but I'm just guessing. So I will put this in the stash. You can take it.
It does say allows breath in airless or toxic environment.
Yep.
I'll also put the sea touch elixir in there for you, Rogar.
Sea touch. I can know.
Don't
Breathe
think
the
I have
sea.
anything else to specifically assist that right now, but maybe we can make do. Wait, didn't we find the swan boat key
We
thing?
do have a swan boat, yep.
We don't need to swim. We can boat.
Well, we don't know, right? It might be a situation
Well,
where
yeah,
Paddle thing.
we could barely squeeze into the pipes.
Squished against the ceiling.
But
Well,
yes, if it is a situation where we can sail, yes, I can use the swan
I
boat.
have to know.
I am a small creature. Maybe I should go first.
Hang on,
Going through pipes like that seems like just the worst.
hang on.
Yeah. Worst way to die.
Uh,
You gotta put your hands in front of you because you can't have them on the side, you know. Arms forward. Knees and wiggle
how
like a worm.
how does the bottled air work? Because it's equipment, it's not a consumable.
You need to activate it by interacting, by uncorking it, and then you can just use it.
I mean,
Draw breath. You need to have it in your hand basically and use it constantly.
All right.
yeah, you can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus your con mod. And then you can basically use the bottle to reset those turns.
So
Alright.
we could pass it around. I mean, if I
Yeah,
have to.
then
Yeah,
then we
exactly,
should
like-
definitely pass it around. Like get the swan boat out, be on the swan boat sailing, and then pass this around to not have to breathe
Yeah,
horrible
like you're
toxicness.
like if you're scuba and your partner
Yep.
loses air, the
Oh,
pass around.
Jesus.
What the
Ah.
fuck?
Whoa!
I'm talking in
This text then
Ecklo.
is- Ah,
Ah,
That's
Yeah.
better.
I,
Yes, I understand that.
Is there anybody else who's an expert in athletics? Because I have this consumable, but it's pretty useless for me now.
I'm not even
If-
trained. Sorry.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I,
am
figured as
trained,
much,
but not
but I
an
thought I would
expert.
ask.
I'm
All right.
I'm trained only.
If you speak, including cast spell, use all remaining. Oh no. Alright, well. I guess I'm a ranger for now. Okay, well. I think we are as prepared as we can be.
Yep.
So I can go first. I mean, I'm small. It shouldn't be that bad.
Just before, remind me what Sea Touch does again.
It should be in the stash. You can look at it.
Okay.
I don't remember the
stash.
description right now, off the top of my head. It's under consumables.
Sea Touch. Put that on there.
If you're gonna go in first, let's do the rope harness thing again.
Yeah, sure.
Do some recon.
And I might as well cast the. I mean, it doesn't really like. It'll let me cast a spell magic at level 1, which at this point won't really do anything at all. So I will use the abjuration staff. Just might as well cast resist energy, acid, because I don't think there's anything else that's even close. If you click into that and then pull the spell effect on you, then just click acid for
Yeah.
Armina and someone else, probably Dancer, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go in. I'm wiggly.
No, take the spell effect, Jonas, that I just posted.
What type?
Acid.
Like so.
Only 2 people, so.
Yep.
There we go. I don't
I'll
have
be-
enough
I'll be
charges for
acided.
another one.
Alright. Squeeze.
All right, you squeeze.
Little wiggle.
At this point, how much time do we have left, Valky?
I leave in 15 minutes at the latest, so.
15 minutes. All right, then I'm going to show you what you're getting into. Do you both squeeze at the same time? Does Dancer go first?
I don't know why we're going separate ones. Like.
Throughput.
Because you don't want to be, you know.
Okay, sure. Yes, then I guess sheep is the answer.
All right. As you squeeze and squeeze, landing in, to Torfin, like knee-deep water, to Dancer slightly less. In an area that looks, pretty horrible. The air is thick with, moisture and fog that claws at your throat. The ground is spongy and just strange. The plants look alien. And perhaps more disconcertingly, 3 large creatures immediately turn to face you. You've seen Jewel before. These ones, however, are somehow more monstrous, more jagged, more powerful, infused by the strange energies that permeate the place. In addition, you see 2 additional things. You see 7 rusted metal boxes, barely visible within the dense reeds of the swamp, these ones. The south end of the cavern here is a rounded metal dam that slid upward, so only a constant trickle of water dribbles from its top near the ceiling. Ancient gears on either side of the dam appear to lower it, though streaks of rust show that they haven't moved in quite some time. At the lower north end of the cavern, over here, you can see the water draining into a murky, flooded room. The words of the Lady's Whisper probably now make sense. The southern wall of this passage is an unpassable dam that does have some mechanism to lower it. You just need to figure out how and not get eaten by Jewel while you try.
All right.
I think we'll stop here then, because this is going to take a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
I looked at the
Probably
swan
pull
boat,
back
by the way.
anyway.
I looked at
Yeah.
the swan boat, by the way. I don't know if it fits in here. It is sized to fit 32 medium creatures.
Yeah. I don't think so.
A long ship.
That is a pretty damn big
Yeah.
boat. Then again, it would be fun to just summon it and crush the ships with a boat. Ugh.
Honestly, that many Chul there, like, yeah, you
Oh.
guys should just come back anyway. Right now, we can try to figure out the mechanism and then go back.
It does say that it only works if you throw it in a large body of water, like a lake. So,
That's unfortunate.
well,
Too bad, no portable dam for us.
Yeah.
it's fine. We don't need it. It's not like we're drowning in the water yet, anyway. So, we will probably as we open the dam, but it's what it is. But yeah,
Super Shul.
And yeah, returning through the pipes might be a bit of an issue. It is a slippery slope, literally. Getting here is
We
easy.
got ropes. We got ropes. We got.
Right.
I can pull them through.
But yeah, we're gonna stop it here so we have a nice start for next session. I hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed this.
Heck yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Thank
them
you for the
change
session.
pop off early, so I have some time before I have to run out the door. But thanks for the session, Sheep, and
Right.
catch you folks
And-
next week.
Well,
See you next week.
Bye bye.
horrible place to
See you next
start.
time.
Bye.
Yeah.